Hello, hello, hello. Oi, happy hump day, everyone. I'm sure that there's no one here yet, so let's see if anybody rolls in here in the coming minutes. Oh, I need a puffer. Get some nicotine going into me. Beautiful. Make sure we got some locks to pick. Alright, good. Puffer, good. Picks. We have a lock. Don't really want to do this lock though. Hmm. What do we want to pick first off? Let's pick something easy. Let's set out a progression. A couple blacks, purple, another purple, another purple. Um, what else do we got here? Oh boy. Let's see if anybody shows up in the next couple minutes. Wolfgang will be here in a while. We had a prior engagement. Bumpy will be here also. Uh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Um, try and find a couple more rocks to pick. There we go. That's what we're looking for. 1, 2, 3. Good. €3. That'll do. I'm gonna pick a blue too. Let's really stretch our legs today. Wolfgang, how's it going, brother? Hey, you can pick locks in a suit. How's it going, Mr. Ryan Fitz? Just getting out some locks to pick. So we got green, green, um, green, blue, blue, purple, purple. Let's grab a red. Red. And then 3 blacks. That's pretty good. 3 greens, 2 purple, 1 red. No. 3 greens, 2 blue, 3 purple, a red, and 3 blacks. Alright, let's pick some damn locks. How's everybody's week before Christmas going? We have 7 days left until the big day. We got a brown too. 2 brown. Alright, let's start with the green. I don't want to pick this one. Pick this one. Let's start with this guy here. A Geba. Geba. I actually recorded this one, me opening this one this week, so I sat down last night. I haven't made any YouTube videos for about it's been about 2.5 weeks or so. And so I sat down yesterday and made like 5 videos. Oh, Mr. Ryan Fitz usually catches it in the car. I'm actually kind of surprised that nobody comes and joins from the car and just BS's, because you can absolutely do that. I always put the link in the description, and you could literally from your phone just click on the link, turn your camera off, and just BS with the group. It's surprisingly easy. That's kind of why I set up Restream. It's a little bit easier to do that particular thing than it is on StreamYard. All right, we need. Here's something I've been thinking about this week, actually. So Jimmy Long's, his sets of picks are usually a low, a short, and a medium. Now, that leaves you missing a deep. But I started comparing his hooks with other manufacturers' hooks and his own hooks, actually. So here's his deep flat and his medium gem. And if you overlay them, that is pretty damn close if I don't say so myself. Get the damn things to line up. It's actually not that bad that you don't have a deep in this set of gems, because you still have just about the same amount of lift, even though you don't technically have a deep, because his low is about as deep as a normal short. His short is about as deep as a medium, and the medium is about as deep as a deep. Like that. Look at that freaking. That there is a short gem. You got some pretty good lift with that. Oh well. Mr. Ryan Fitz, you're welcome to come say hello anytime. Most people don't put the link in the description like that. Most people like vet you before they'll let you on. But I'm gonna be honest with you. What what trolls are accosting me? None, because I'm totally not important. I'm a small time stream that, like, you know, if I'm lucky, there'll be 20 people watching, maybe. Um, that is small time. I don't have myself a troll following yet. That's the crazy thing. I've been watching a lot of Locksport, or not Locksport, um, Pocket Knife lives, because I've decided that that's what my second thing that I'm going to do on my channel is. I'm going to do knife reviews and stuff. Um, so I've been looking, seeing what knives are out there, et cetera, et cetera. Did a review or two of my own so far. And what was I looking for? Um, okay, I remember what it was. Spyderco makes a knife called the Sage 5, and they make it now in super steel called Rex 121. It is freaking chef's kiss. It's so awesome. Um, it's almost like edge retention of, not quite tungsten carbide, but pretty darn close. But anyway, I don't want to spend $300 on that knife without trying out that knife first. So I bought the base model. It's not really base model because they have it in BD1N. That's their base model. So I bought it in. It's their base super steel model. So I bought it in S30V, Crucible's S30V. So that's on its way. But I was in a live wanting to ask somebody about it, and there was so many trolls there. Is like there's like 50% of YouTube is like normal people, and 50% are, you know, assholes that have nothing better to do than to give people shit over literally every single word that they say. Every single word. And it doesn't matter. If you would have taken the complete opposite stance, they totally would have given you shit about that too. It's nuts. It's nuts out there, I say. Hopefully very soon. I will not be talking to myself. So we got Wolfgang will be in shortly. He's just changing out of his monkey suit. Haha, monkey suit, that's funny. Um, and Bumpy will definitely be here in about an hour. And that's the usual lineup. I'm pretty pleased with myself. I was able to get my Kryptonite, my Nemesis lock on video this week. Am I proud of it? No, not really. It was pretty bad, actually. It took 23 minutes or something for me to get the full open and got on video. After I was like 10 minutes in, it was like, we're just going forward with this one. We're not starting over. I may eventually re-record it and put a shorter version of it up or something. I mean, it's not like I need it for a belt or anything, so I guess I could speed up the middle. I don't know. It's not really worth it. Nobody watches my whole freaking videos anyway. People watch like the very beginning, um, and then they fast forward. Maybe watch a little bit at the end, but definitely not 23 minutes worth. Um, but I started that progressive pinning of that particular lock too. So hopefully, in the process of progressive pinning and opening it over and over again, maybe I'll get a little faster and I can shorten up that time. This is not the ABBA that I'm picking. This is a GEBA. I don't know. It's a GEBA. I have an ABBA. No, where is the ABBA? I have an ABBA around here somewhere. ABBA, 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 ABBA. There it is. There's an ABBA. It's a dimple. It's a dimple. I'm going to try a different view today. Normally I use this view. I think I'm going to use, well, I guess you can't really tell. When there's two people on, it kind of utilizes the whole screen instead of putting a border around it. I think it'll make it easier for people to see. Whatever. Give this a bounce, see if we can get her open. I think this is the last pin. There we go. Open. Open. Oh, what do we want to pick next? Let's pick maybe an ERA. Nah, let's pick the GGP extra. That one's just fun. That one's just fun to pick. Oh. Tell you what I did order this week. How about this? I've been trying to get my hands, my grubby little paws, on another one of these. This is a Goal Z. I've been trying to get my hands on another one since like April. They are freaking hard to come by here in the States. Seems like JD always has them, but I just chances of me, ordering a bunch of locks from England are not very good. It's just such a pain to ship stuff over here. Anyway, White, I don't know if he felt bad that I'd been asking him for months and months, but he held me back one out of the last batch. So he is my hero. I shall erect a statue in his honor. But I got a nice new black belt Goal Z on its way. Well, he printed out the thing on Monday, but it's not technically on its way yet. But it will be soon enough. Expensive lock, I'll tell you that. Yikes. That is one thing that I forgot when I got the first one. And didn't remember it being freaking 60 some bucks. So, oh well, it's worth it. They're super fun lock to pick. It's one of my favorites actually. Just a lot going on. You got gins and spooled sections and uh, counter milling and over milling, ball bearing detents, and it's just fun. That's kind of why this one here in particular is a lot of fun. This is the GGP Extra, and it's fun to pick because it has over milling. So you kind of pick it, and then you'll get to a point and be like, things don't feel the same as they did once before. Be like, I don't feel like anything's really binding. Everything's a little jiggly, and then you just kind of give things little bumps, trying to push them up out of that overmilling. Super fun lock to pick. I definitely like to get the other models of this. So this is the 5-pin version. They have a 6-pin version. They also have a 7-pin version, which has to be rare as hen teeth. Rare as hen's teeth, I say. Anybody doing anything? Picking a specific lock? Got something going on? Are they um, working? Are they on break? Or what are they? What's going on? What's going on? Give me the skivvy. Give me the dirt. What's happening? Nothing from anybody. Oh well. It is what it is. Wolf is making a protein shake. It's funny that you say that because I actually decided that I am going to. It's not really a diet, but I think that I'm going to do a sort of diet. I've done it before. It worked out fine for me. The Slim Fast diet. So we are going to give that a shot. I am so outrageously fat that just replacing 2 meals a day with Slim Fast would allow me to probably lose freaking 50 pounds um, without doing much else. Maybe a little bit of walking or whatever. But that is the plan for now. We're going to start it now. I just got the stuff. So, Dutch Lockpicker. Okay, Ryan Fitz. Working on an ace padlock. So which one are you doing? Are you doing you said it's green belt. So is it the 38 millimeter brass? or is it the 44 millimeter or whatever laminated? Because I definitely have opinions on that particular lock. I think I have one of them laying around here. But you know what? I think it's in this box sitting here right next to me. I think this is exactly where my. Oh, geez. There's my challenge lock. Really packaged up to send to somebody. But I never get out of work in time to be able to send anything in the mail. So, yeah, that never works out. Where the heck is that lock? Oh, well, we'll find it one of these times. I prefer the uh, 44 millimeter laminated Ace lock. It is feedback is a lot better. The Brass Boy, not so great. Dutch Lock Picker is fighting a cursed NF2. Got one of those right here. NF2. These are, I don't know. I had a lot of problems at the beginning, and then I watched Artichoke's video on the NF2, and then I, tore it apart, gutted it, and seen what I actually need to do in terms of lifting things. And my problem was I was over picking this lock. I was oversetting things, dropping things, getting into ping pong cycles. The key to me getting this guy open was small movements, little bumps, not getting overly aggressive as I was picking. And I eventually got it. Oh, yeah. Oh, he said that the Ace is like an 1100 with a shielded shackle. So it's the, oh crap, I don't know what the model is, but it's the one um, with the big freaking monster plate on the bottom, retention plate. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that's basically going to pick very similar to an American 1100. So just keep at it. Except there are, I want to say that there's 6 pins in that one. So just keep at it, brother. You will get it eventually. What's happening, Mr. Not Too Dead? Long time no speak to. How's it going, bro? I know that you're a fellow guy who likes the Spyderco knives. See, me, I like the Spyderco knives. I've just never bought one before because they're too expensive. Um, but I decided, I'm gonna start putting some knives on the channel. So, I bit the bullet. There's one in particular I really want. I want the Sage 5 in Rex 121. So I ordered the Sage 5 in S30V. Super steel still. It's just not, not crazy, 10 out of 10 inch retention. It's like, 6.5 out of 10 inch retention. So still good, but I want to try that model before I go dropping $300 on the Rex 121 version. Just, oh God, I can't wait. It's super sexy. I just can't wait to get it in my hands. I ordered it from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and it shipped today. So I am very impatiently waiting for it. I figure it should hopefully be here on Friday. I did pay for FedEx. Oh, actually, I don't think I even needed to pay for it. There was a like a free upgraded shipping thing going on, so I got 2-day FedEx on it, so it should be here Friday. I sure hope so. This is what I forgot to do that I wanted to start doing. Start showing freaking parts of the chat in the video. Not too sad. Oh, sweet. I bet you will love the Spyderco's. And I think that I will too, because it's something that I like the fidget of a knife. I end up, messing with it a lot. That's kind of why I like, well, where's that one that I just got for freaking fidgeting? Oh, I remember where it is. It's sitting right over here. Everybody's gonna think that I'm really stupid for buying stuff, but I enjoy it, so it's going to be part of my channel from henceforth. Um, there it is. Okay. I actually bought a bunch lately. My wife loves me extra special because it's Christmas time. Okay, so I bought this one. This is a CJRB Pyrite button lock in S90V Super Steel. Really good, super fun to flick and flick and drop. It's a fun fidgety toy that you can use to cut shit. So that one's super cool. I got two more CJRBs actually. I got this one. It's like an American Tonto, hollow grind and flat grind at the tip. Nice. Let's move this. Nice and fidgety with the axis lock. Reverse flick. Fun to play with and fidget with. You'll notice that that is the thing that I do. It has to be fidgetable. But the Sage 5 was like made to fidget with. This one's really nice. Titanium clip, axis lock, ARSF2, their brand new spray form steel. Very cool. And the king of all fidget knives, the Vosteed Raccoon top liner lock. So it's like a compression lock, like Spyderco has. So it's basically a liner lock, but it's at the top of the blade. They attached a button to it to make it easy to actuate and super fun to play with. My wife yells at me for fidgeting with it all the time because it's like super loud and clicky. It's awesome. This is a great knife. 65 bucks this thing is. Really cheap for such a nice knife. Sandvik 14C28N, micarta handle, top liner lock, compression lock, so it's super strong. Very good knife for anybody who's interested in buying knives. Oh, let's check the chat out. I do have a decent amount of knowledge actually about knife steel because I do a lot of this actually at my work. I'm on a team actually with our metallurgist and a couple of sales engineers and the guy who actually performs our heat treating on our tool and dies, the cases and stuff like that, punches. So I actually do a lot of this, research on my own at work. But like this one here is a data sheet on the S90V. And then of course, I get into the weeds with the grain structures and how, what percentage of what percentage of the knife, becomes vanadium carbides or vanadium chromium carbides or molybdenum vanadium carbides. And it's very, very interesting, the science behind something made to cut shit. I mean, it's amazing how you can modify the formula of steel, a couple percentage points of a couple specific ingredients, and go from a super soft steel that doesn't hold an edge to a steel that holds an edge, and you only have to sharpen twice a year, which is this S90V is like sharpen twice a year kind of stuff. So this guy's super sticky sharp. Oh, it's just nuts. Because I don't do any really like hard use. What do? I open Amazon boxes and freaking junk mail. That's what I use my knives for. Uh, but I still want it to cut, and I want it to look good, and I want to be able to fidget with it and play with it. And I don't know. I'm just a freak. Just fine. We're all a little freaky. What pick did I use on the NF2? So, where are you? I'm going to be honest with you. I can actually go look at what pick I used because I actually picked that bitch on video. Let's actually look. Couldn't take long. Okay. Jeez. I remember that video. The one that said, "Holy shiz." God, I'm such a goofball. Island of Misfit Toys, right, brothers? We're all a little effed up. But it's kind of in a good way. There we go. Nemeth NF2. I used a Moki pick. A Moki deep flat is what I used to pick that. So I've since changed the handles on my Mokis. Well, not all the Mokis, but that Moki. So that Moki used to have one of these black handles on it. Now it has these green magnetic handles from 44 Delta. But yeah, it was a deep flat, which actually, his deeps aren't really super, super deep. So you don't need a shite pile of lift. There it is. Try and compare the Moki deep and the Jimmy's medium. They're pretty much identical. The amount of lift. Maybe if I could get it to show up on damn camera. Oh, we got Wolfgang here. How about that? Let's let him in. How's it going, brother?
Hey, good evening. You hear me well?
Woo, baby. One of those days.
It is, yes.
At least there's only 2 more days until Christmas vacation. Yay.
Oh, for me it starts tomorrow, but I'll be
Oh,
heading
you
out.
lucky duck.
But I had the worst day. Two shifts today. I'm done. I'm really done. I did one shift at work at the office, and then another one at the university, and I'm tired as hell.
I
Yep.
feel you. There we go. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna try a different view. Um, Normally I use this view. I'm gonna switch to this view.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Actually, that gives me
Yeah.
some nice. Wait a second. I could actually try and focus now.
Yeah, I think that's a little better.
Yeah, that's better. Oh, look at that. Amazing. Oh yeah, that's really good. So how have you been, Ray? What's up?
Well, as you know, I took off YouTube basically as a whole last week, so had some personal stuff going on. We had my best friend from work. Um, Me and him have known each other for 32 years. Back when I was a teenager, we were friends. So um, him and his wife became friends with me and my wife. So um, she's been fighting cancer for a long, long time. She passed away last week on Friday.
Sorry to hear that. My condolences.
So that happened on Friday. And then, we're talking and blah, blah, blah. And I'm trying to, make sure he's okay. And I get a call from my parents that my grandmother had passed away on Saturday.
That doesn't.
So, yeah, that was no good.
Definitely.
And then Sunday morning, I wake up to a phone call stating that one of my good buddies at work had shot himself.
Oh, oh man.
Yeah, it was a tough week. Let's put it that way. It was
That really sounds like one, huh?
I'll have to say it was the worst weekend ever.
Oh boy. Yeah, I
Yep.
can only.
So
Oh.
I took the week
I'm
off
not
and
even sure what to say. I mean, this is
nothing you
everything
can
just,
say. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
everything
exactly where
just,
I was.
oh boy.
Yep. What do you say? There's nothing you can say. I mean, it was one of those hard weeks that you just, put your head down and move forward. That was it. They brought some, counselors into my work, and um, I went in and talked to them a couple times actually. Uh, it's okay. You know what I mean? Everything will be okay. But it was a tough one, that's for sure. I'm actually really happy to be back on YouTube, just having fun, talking to my buddies, making light, laughing and joking, and I need it. I really need it. Last week was a tough week with no smiles. So thank you, Wolfgang, for coming on with me and always keeping me company and making me smile. And thanks to
Oh,
everybody in the chat who's here to support me and laugh with me and, just get through shit, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me. That's really great.
Yep, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you that takes time out of your life to hang out with me here. So,
Oh, this is also kind of a social thing, hanging out online.
yep, that's
Oh,
something that
go ahead.
I like to tell people every now and then. Hey, I can always keep the link in the description for anybody that you can just literally, you don't even need to have a setup to pick locks. You can literally just click on that link and your phone will take you to the site, put your earbud in your ear, turn your camera off, and you can literally just talk, BS, chat, tell us what's going on, ask questions, uh, tell us about your day at work, whatever. We're just here to hang out and have a good time. It doesn't all have to be, you know, busting high security locks 100% of the time.
I mean, how many high security locks have we popped here on stream? Not many, right?
That's it. I opened some 700s on here or some goals Yees. Um, but other than that, I'm just here having fun.
I could count them on one hand, to be honest with you, on my side at least.
That is not.
No.
That's a good point actually, because everybody always says, "Oh, I can't get my lock on video. It's shy." Well, this is something I thought about actually a lot this week. It's not really that your lock is shy. The way you pick, just sitting there is not the same as you pick whenever you're picking on a video. Like whenever I'm sitting, I sit with my vise. It's closer to me. I literally set the vise on my lap and I pick. So the angle is different than I'm picking at. So I know why my locks don't open. It's because when I come from my couch where I can open it every time and sit down here and I'm recording with a freaking camera in between me and the lock, it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit different. It's just another variable that makes picking of a lock harder. It'd be like
Well,
trying to pick this lock in a door. Changes things a lot.
definitely, I couldn't agree more. The thing is, your lock needs to be in view of the camera, so it's already a given that you'll have to change your pose,
Yep, that
ex
is
ex
close.
extend your hands a little bit.
Hey, Bumpy, how the heck is it going?
Oh, Bumpy is here. Hey, welcome.
He said he'll be here in about a half an hour. He needs to get some food. I feel you. I Today was the Christmas lunch at my work, so I ate. Oh crap! About 11 o'clock it was. So I feel you. I'm pretty hungry too. I think my wife is gonna pick up some pizza. There's a new pizza place around that we've started getting from. Normally, it was like we'd hit this pizza place near here. It's always good price, decent pizza, and it was never like your pizza will be there in an hour and a half. It was always 30 minutes, and they'd be here. But there's a new pizza place who uses like real cut pepperoni and freaking good cheese, and it's worth the extra $10 to get a couple of pizzas from there. So
Um,
I think
oh
she's gonna
man,
go there.
it's been months since I last had pizza. Holy shit. Prob
Oh,
Probably in September, maybe even August.
well, now you know why I'm 50. Well, I think 50 pounds would be generous saying that I'm only 50 pounds overweight, but I'm very overweight and I eat pizza once a week on Wednesdays because I'm sitting at my kitchen table and my wife doesn't want to, you know, uh, juggle me trying to freaking cook in this kitchen while I'm out here freaking picking locks. She's like, nope, Wednesday's pizza day. And I'm like, cool, that works.
That works, yeah. I think at the office we have pizza as well, but I never order.
Yep, I eat pizza at least once a week, usually Wednesday.
I usually just
Well,
like to cook for myself.
usually have pizza day once a week. And we have taco day once a week.
That's
What
nice.
else do we have really regular like that? That's all we really have super regular.
No
Other
pancakes
days,
or anything like that. Brownies.
she makes she makes lasagna a lot, which is really good. My wife makes really good lasagna and stuffed shells.
I was thinking about what to cook for Christmas, because usually I cook something special on those days. I was thinking steak fries this time, with some nice ribeye, béarnaise sauce, some homemade
Mm,
French fries maybe.
My main thing that I make for Christmas is cannoli.
Oh,
Yep. I'm a Scottish and Italian guy, and I love me some cannoli. So I make cannoli. And the GG is open.
no,
God, I
nicely
love
done.
this lock. This lock is so much fun to pick. I'll tell you what. I was telling the group before you got here that I want to get the other two versions of this. The GGP Extra. This is the
Oh,
five. Yeah, this is the 5 pinner. I want to get the 6 and the 7 pin version. That
yeah,
would be
you know,
super cool.
I have those, even the largest one.
Oh, you
Uh,
have the 7 pinner. Oh
yeah,
my God, I'm so jealous.
and
I was,
I'm not even sure if it's 7. I think it was 8. I'll have to check
oh my
again.
God, if it's 8, it's even freaking. It's probably even rarer. I was saying that they. I bet you they're oh, I bet you they are rare as hen's teeth.
Yeah,
And
they
if
are
it's
rare.
8 pin, I would guarantee that it's super rare.
So
Oh God, that's cool.
the purple ones are kind of more rare, yeah.
Oh, that's super cool.
I'll just have to pull them out from the drawer. I was thinking about picking these Lockwoods today, the twins.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Chevy is not here to guide me.
I did send him a link. I haven't heard from him for a while. I hope everything's okay, actually.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Okay, let's. Okay, so we don't need the 50.
Because last time I managed to pick the Mega Cross, which was a epic success, both of them. But
Mhm.
I ordered a new one, a brand new one from Box from JD. Let's hope I'll get it next January with some other locks. I also
Nice.
ordered a brand new with the pyramids inside as well. That's a black belt
Oh,
version.
jelly. Super jelly. Those are cool locks.
I hope so. I'll have to
What was
check
I
for
looking at
myself.
this week? I was looking at a Dom this week. One of those ones with the shark fin pins.
Ooh, the
Yeah,
X series.
yeah. The IX10 or whatever. Or is it the IX Saturn? I can't remember which actual model, but it was an IX something.
There's one multi-lock that also has a shark fin, but only one shark fin. That's the integrator. I picked that for a blue belt.
Neat.
That's a really fun lock, actually.
Can't wait for you to get the Jimmy Longs, man. Those things they're so good.
Oh, speaking of Jimmy Longs, yeah, so Loose just sent out the biggest package. I mean, it's almost over 15 kilograms in
Ooh.
weight. Yeah, he measured like, how many pounds was that? Wait a second. So he showed me the,
It's like what, 33, 34 pounds, something like that.
oh, it's
Guys.
actually 25 pounds, sorry. 25 pounds, was it?
Okay. So probably what is that? 12 and a half kilos ish.
Yeah.
Now that I have the V5s of Jimmy's, I find myself not really using that much else.
And yesterday, I was at this local lockpicking event. I brought my colleagues with me from the office. We had some nice fun picking locks. I showed them how to do it. Two of them are pretty talented. They popped like, I don't know, 6 yellow belts in about half an hour. That was nice to see. Like
That's
all
very
these
cool.
Yale 100 cylinders, there's ABUS cylinders with 5 pins. Not bad.
I ended up getting replacements for all my Jimmy Longs,
Oh,
figuring that it's gonna be a little while before he's back up.
did you
Back
order
up,
again
and
last week?
I did.
Okay. What did you order?
There we go. That, and that. There we go.
Oh,
One of everything.
one of everything. So,
One of everything. So I have a backup of everything.
wow. Okay.
Yep. It's too makes me too nervous to not have a backup. That, and I wanted to order like the basic and the starter to replace the V4s. That way I have all V5s in this roll. God, they're so good. They're just so good.
Yeah, who knows when Jimmy will have some more coming out.
Yeah, I'm
It
guessing it's
usually
gonna.
takes him like almost half a year to come out with a new patch.
Yep,
Like
that's
this.
what it took us last time. He started in, I think, June or July, and it wasn't until November he had the picks and was able to start sending them out. So I'm assuming he's going to tighten up the process, and it's going to get more, more streamlined and everything. But I'm looking forward to seeing when he comes out with like deep hooks and uh, you know different stuff. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure that he will. I really like these. If we get to a point where we have Jimmy Longs with replaceable handles, kind of like Moki.
Oh yeah.
If we get to that point, man, God, that's awesome.
Some nice Eastlands 44 Delta handles, right?
Yep, because you should be able to get similar pick handle to this that is able to be either attached with those screws, kind of like the Mokis are, or a magnetic attachment. Yeah, I think that's a cool direction. That would be neat if he does that sometime.
Oh man, what's up with this lock? I managed to pick it yesterday, like in about 1 minute. And now I'm struggling with it. What the hell?
Huh. What is going on here? Everybody left. Oh well, it's just you and me.
That's fine. Well, fine with having you.
Hey, I was here talking to myself for at least 5 minutes before a single person came in, so it is what it is.
It is, yeah.
Yep. Is it a little bit weird? Maybe a little bit, but
Well,
who cares? I
for
don't care.
me, no, not much. So I'm fine
I'm
with
telling you,
this.
if you would have told me, you know, in last January or this January, 11 months ago, that I would be on YouTube making videos, and not only would I be making videos, then I would be doing 3 hour long live streams, 6 times a month. I'd have told you you were absolutely crazy. Oh, no way. Here we are.
We restart. So let me take a sip of my protein shake and then try it again.
My dog is being a bad boy. All right, let's pick this.
So I was working on these custom turning tools here.
Okay.
Managed to cut away some of this here on the top. It kind of worked the other day, and I'm not sure what's going on today. Why is it's tensioning correctly? So I'm probably just picking badly.
I feel you there. I was saying before you got on that I did finally get the the barrel lock that I've been struggling with for
Oh yeah,
months.
that's
Got
the
it taken care
max
of.
security one, right?
Yep, max plus restricted. So I
Oh,
was able to get it open on video, but it took 23 minutes.
well,
Oh,
that's completely fine for those locks.
oh, it was just like
Wish
once I was like
I
10
could
minutes
do that
in.
with my
Once I was
file.
like 10 minutes in, it's like, you know what? I could start over and maybe shave some time off, but we're just gonna keep going for it.
Wish I could do that with my 5-pin Rukos. Holy crap! Oh, I would be happy with 20 minutes or 28 or whatever that was. Oh, I think your microphone got muted.
I did mute myself because my dog was being obnoxious. My wife just got back. I told you she orders pizza on Wednesdays, so she ordered pizza and stopped at the store to get stocking stuffers and stuff like that for the kids for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she's out in the living room digging in bags, so it's crinkly. Oh, jeez, I'm dropping stuff. They're crinkly bags like this, so the dog's freaking out because he wants to go play with them, but he's still crated up because she is still messing with stuff in the living room, so he's being a little shit.
Oh man, what am I missing here?
Go forward.
Okay, that's an overset. 1 is loose. 2, fine. 3, fine. Oh yeah, there we go. There it is.
There we go. All right. Um, I don't know if Bumpy can hear me right now, but I'm actually sitting down so I can't see the screen. Let me put it in the chat. Let's do that. Tell him to tell me whenever he's waiting so that I can get him hooked up.
What's going on with your notebook, by the way? Did you manage to set it up for a stream?
Oh, no. Nope, never did. Nope, one of these days I will order a a vlogging camera or whatever to get that all set up. But I'm going to be honest with you. I've been buying freaking knives like I'm on shore leave. That is like not really an exaggeration either. Hmm. Yeah, that's a 50 foul. Okay, good.
Is that the 700?
Yeah, it is. This is a red belt version.
Ah, yeah, the one with the gin spools, right?
Yep.
I haven't even tried picking mine. I have a sitting in a drawer. At least almost all of my locks are sitting there. Don't have that much stuff.
You have you have an amazing collection of locks. Just an amazing collection.
Oh, yeah, and Luz asked me to make a video of my collection, but I'll have to think about the logistics of how to do it because I really have tons of locks. That's true. But filming it is a whole another can of worms to open. You know, figuring out how to do
May
that.
Yeah, you may have to do it like in parts. My
Yeah,
lock collection, part one, white belt to yellow belt, or white
boy,
belt to orange belt, and
that
then
would
part
require
two.
me to even order them by belt color. Holy crap! Well, what type of work would that be?
Oh
Oh,
God. I mean, I don't have I have a lot of locks, but I guess, geez, I'm like thinking my collection's not that extensive, but God, it really kind of is. I mean, it's not nearly as big as yours, but still, I still have a shit pile of locks.
oh, hey, Nola. Nola just joined. Hey, what's up?
Mr. Buttercookie in the house. How's it going, brother?
I got like around 370 locks or something, and that
Ooh,
needs to be sorted through. Yeah, many of them are like cheap, brass locks from Amazon. And then I have all of these colored aluminum locks, Lolo locks that I
wow.
love to pick. Like the one here, the C-Pox, for example. I have them in all possible colors. So and things like that. In terms of high security, I only gone up to, I think I only have one black belt and like two or three red belt ones.
Well, you're gonna have that Mega Cross come in. That's a nice blackie.
Oh, yeah, it is. I hear.
There's two and one. Drop something. Open.
Oh, nicely done.
Beautiful. Let's
So
open
let's.
that barrel lock. I think I could probably do it on the live stream now. There was there's another thing about live streams. It's really hard to pick things that you really need to concentrate on a live because you're like talking and chatting and showing people stuff, and it's really hard to do that while you're really concentrating on the lock. So I'll find myself just pick, and my mind will wander, and I won't be going anywhere.
Oh. Funny enough, it is even easier to pick when you're just showing it to somebody, who's like sitting next to you or in front of you or
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
But on a stream, for some reason, it's just harder. Maybe because of the audio cues, you don't listen to the lock that much.
that's what you can tell. Like when I'm really concentrating, trying to get something done, the stream will go dead, and there'll be dead silence. It happened literally on Saturday when I was with Stu. I'm
Oh,
like, it's awfully quiet in here. I must have been concentrating. Yep.
I was just watching Lady Locke's stream the other day, and the lockpicking lawyer was on, and they were speculating maybe starting a new channel where they are only like silently picking high security locks. That would be really funny.
Uh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's funny. I kind of, we all kind of fell in LPL's footsteps when it comes to picking on video. We all do the same thing. We say what we're doing, um, even though probably half the people that watch it I have no idea what we're even saying. Oh
Definitely.
well.
Oh, it's Keith O'Reilly. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we're picking Lux. Thanks for coming by.
How's
Watching
it
us
going, Mr.
do
Keith
things.
O'Reilly?
What's up with this lock? Oh, come on.
Okay, I'm back. My dog is just being so obnoxious right now. Oi. He's a big old pit lab pug mix. So he's like this big old all muscle brute, but he's like barking, but like a super high pitched bark. It kind of makes me want to cut my ears off.
Like a chihuahua or something
Oh
like
God. Yeah,
that?
it's just like this super high pitch. It's just like, oh, please stop, Jax. Please stop. Please stop. Oh, my brain totally doesn't work when I'm trying to do this on live. I should have known better. Because you on barrel locks, you really do need to concentrate because you got to test everything before you really commit. Like I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't have that just go through and they use really light tension and they just kind of are able to pick it without using the standard like accepted method on how you pick them. You know, they don't bother going through the two stages. Somehow or another, they're able to set things, and that's it, which is really weird. Mine just does not behave that way.
I mean, if the bidding and the tolerances will allow you to do that, yeah, sure. The thing
Uh,
is with these barrel locks, I think tolerances are like very much varied. I was just looking at some people picking their own first barrel lock for purple belt,
mhm.
and yeah, many of them make pretty good time at picking them, and they aren't really careful while picking them.
That's crazy. I mean, I literally go through this thing. It probably takes, I don't know, 8 minutes just to get into stage two.
Yeah.
I'm just bumping things up slowly. You know, six, four, three, two, one. I need
Yeah,
to leave
you
five alone.
yeah you are doing what the lock allows you to do. So
Yep.
nothing more, nothing less. You have tighter tolerances than the average.
It was brand new when I bought it. That is true. It was brand new in the box. So there was no wear or anything either to allow you to those barrels really do catch. Oh, we can see if Bumpy's here. Nope, not yet. 5, 4.
Some should do movie reviews while picking locks. Oh boy. Says
That
Keith
would be actually
O'Reilly.
kind of cool. Yeah, I started doing knife reviews on my channel. That's kind of out there. But I don't know. I kind of like it. It's fun. 6, 5, 4. 1. That's definitely 4 right there. Okay.
Oh, come on, which one is it? I usually just pick 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's open. But now, for some reason, that never happens. I think I picked this one too many times, and then the binding order changed a bit.
Hey, that happens. Things wear and things can definitely change. 2, 1. Okay, 4 is definitely jiggly. Good.
Bring in a deeper hook.
6, 5, 4.
Did you also get like backup Jimmy Long's 15 thou picks? Backups for
I
those?
did. Yep, I did. Yes, I did. I got all of the backups.
Yeah, those are
He
needed.
said this last time. He said, hey, I'm doing a release this Friday, and this is it for this till next year.
Yep.
So
Better still stock up. He wanted to say, but he never did.
that's it. You kind of got to just get them when you can get them. It is what it is. 2, 1.
I also got some starter kits as extras, which I'm going to give away to some people who's attending the local lockpicking club, and they come back and pick another lock, then they get the reward for it if they do
Okay.
that. But that's very rare. Almost never happens. So
Makes
if
sense.
that's the case, I might as well do it online for a subscriber giveaway when I get there. Gotta
Okay.
catch up on making videos this Christmas, I guess.
6, 5, 4.
I have all of these cutaway locks coming in from Covert Instruments, from Loose. Loose offered me to give his cutaway American 1100.
It's open.
Oh, nicely done. Look at that.
Whew, finally on a live.
Ray showing off.
It's only purple belt, but it's still.
Oh, that's still pretty badass. It doesn't matter if it's purple.
Yeah, barrels are really. There's a reason. Okay, let's put it that way. There's a reason why they switched
Oh,
from
there we go,
gin
and
spools
I
to
have it
barrels.
open as well. Look at that.
Yep. Yeah, there you
So
go.
your open has inspired my open. Oh, what do you say? Oh boy.
Oh, that's something I wanted to do while I was here. I wanted to go see if I could. I don't. I Okay. So on Restream, you can stream to more than one social media platform. So you can stream to YouTube and Twitter. Like if I got a premium Twitter account, I could stream to Twitter as well, which I'm thinking about doing. And just streaming to YouTube, Twitter, and I set up Twitch. And I was curious what it looks like on Twitch. So we're gonna go check it out real quick.
Yeah, for Twitch, I think you need to pass your Twitch key to get it working, from what I understand.
There it is. There's one person watching on Twitch right now.
Oh,
How about that?
huh.
That's cool.
Does the interface allows you to interact with every single stream where you're streaming?
The interface on Restream only shows me the chat from YouTube, but there is a Twitch chat room here, which I'd never realized that there was.
Huh. Interesting. Let's grab these tensioners. Let's see which one fits. Let's start with 1.5. I'm just eyeballing this one.
Very interesting.
Almost 1.5. Holy crap. Should be 1.4 maybe. Almost.
Bumpy Bones in the house. What's up, bro?
Hey,
Oh,
beauties.
hey, good evening.
Dinner's running a bit late, so I'll have to break when that's ready, but figured I'd jump on a little bit and for a little bit and see how things are going.
Good call. Good call.
Very good. I just opened the ASA Maximum Plus Restricted.
Awesome.
First time on live. I'll take it.
I would take it too if I could. Oh boy. Let's see. 5 was too much. I don't have 1.4 millimeter pry bars. I should probably make some.
1.4. Now that you mention it, I think that 1.4 is skipped, huh?
Yeah, it is. 1.1 as well. I would love to have those for some locks, because sometimes because of the tolerances, so not the lock tolerances, but the way the keyway is formed. Sometimes you do have that extra millimeter space, and sometimes you don't on the same type of lock.
Yep, you are right. There's a 0.8 millimeter, 1.0, 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, and 2. I haven't used these for freaking ever.
So look at this. Well, 1.5 almost fits this lock, but not quite.
You
I
try the
can't
Moki
squeeze it in.
1.3, see how that one is?
That one works well, but it leaves like almost a 0.7 millimeter space maybe, or 0.6 maybe. If I could squeeze this one in, that would be perfect. 1.51.
I'm curious. I just bought some blanks from Moki, and I'm wondering what the widths of them are.
Ah, nice. Nicely done. Did you maybe make some custom turning tools with them already?
Yep. Actually, that's one of these guys right here.
Ooh, that's beautiful. How the hell did you twist that?
Just put it in a vise, and I took a pair of pliers and just twisted it. It's a nice pliable metal. It's a good stiff metal, but it bends easy. I also have this little guy here too that helps with the twisting, but it doesn't always fit. So yeah, I just took a pair of pliers and the vice grip pliers. So I got these two guys here. I use when I make them.
Oh, these. Yeah, I have these as well. Ah, okay, so this is how you do it.
And then I use this vise to hold it on my desk here.
Okay, so
I'll do a
you.
video with it at some point.
Yeah, that would be great. I would love to see how that's done. At least how to do the twist, because if I do that with a hand, holy crap!
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
I wouldn't have to go to the gym if I would be doing that by hand.
The steel that Moki uses in their tension blanks are really nice. I did get some through Peterson. And that was with a different steel, and if I tried it with these, it would snap.
Oh yeah.
So I think it really kind of depends on the steel as well that you use. But yeah, no, it was fairly easy to do that twist on there. And it's actually nice because it goes right where, if I do like top of the keyway tension with like a padlock, it's like typically right where my finger rests. So it's kind of a nice little feel with that.
I'm always really happy with every piece of metal that Moki does because he buys stuff that's been heat treated so well. It's gone through, the heat treat to harden it, but his metal also goes through a spring tempering, and I'm pretty positive that that's why his stuff is so good. Because
Holy crap.
I would bet money that his steel is spring tempered.
So we got 1mm.
Luce showed me how he made a custom tensioner for his Moki jackknife.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I
But
just
what he mentioned, he also heated up the metal while bending it. He said something that would easily break if you would just cold bend it.
Okay, so he basically annealed it so it would bend, and then did he quench it after?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to check what he wrote in Discord, but something similar, yeah.
Yeah, because you can heat it up to anneal it, which would allow you to bend it more easily without breaking, but then you'd have to quench it. I would probably quench in oil. Trying to think of what steel it would have been. Because some, depending on what kind of metal it is, it would depend on whether you quench it. Very rarely do you quench in water, but you either
Wow.
forced air quench, where you just let it sit with like a fan blowing on it, or an oil quench, or salt bath quench.
Yeah. Ray, this what is this called? This Lockwood Twin has very nice feedback. Holy crap, I love it already.
One of these days I'll get one. I actually almost, when was that I almost ordered? Almost ordered, what was it, was it a 334 something something?
Ooh, those are expensive.
Yeah.
You can get the normal ovals, I think, the Australian ovals.
Yep, where was I looking that I almost ordered it from? I think it was Bare Bones. I was looking because I really like their picks. They're nice. They're like not bendable. I mean, I've never bent one ever. They're just so robust. They're like freaking crowbars that you can use inside of a lock.
Yeah.
But the handle, though it is good, the new handles are better.
The
So
DLP resin ones, the ones
yeah,
that are a little bit sticky.
the new ones are the ones that that have that you screw together.
Hmm.
Yeah, what I
Man.
really like about the
Yeah,
metal
go ahead.
that Moki uses with the tensioners is it is easily bendable. I mean, I haven't had to do the heating it up. I can actually just take my vice clamp here and just throw it right into my vice here, and as long as I'm not, you always want to make sure that you leave like maybe, a quarter of an inch. You don't want to go right up against the edge here, but as long as you give yourself plenty of space, it's actually you can bend it almost by hand. Actually, you can bend it by hand with that. So yeah.
Yeah,
I may
nice,
order
nice.
another batch from them because
How wide is the one that you're holding right now? What's the width on that one?
so this is 1 millimeter in thickness, and let's see what the width is. I didn't do the width on this one. This guy is about 2.5 millimeters in width.
Ah, that's nice.
So
All right, I'm back.
You know, I also made some over here. I use these tapered profiles, and I have this cutaway profile that I'm experimenting with.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a grinding wheel, so I can kind of try doing some new picks, making some picks, and doing some stuff like that. So I'm kind of looking forward to breaking that out at some point.
Oh yeah, I saw your YouTube post on those nice deep hooks from Covert Instruments, the ones that you made yourself from the blanks. They look nice.
Yep. Actually, yeah, this guy here, I used that new grinding wheel on, which made it so much easier. And then I finished it with the Dremel.
That looks amazing. And you made a cutaway at the tip. Ah, that's really nice. It's a nice finish there. It's similar to the profiles that the Covert Instruments is releasing in the Apex line, right?
Yeah.
That deep hook.
Everybody's waiting with bated breath for those bad boys. I'll tell you that.
I
Me
think they do.
included. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Do I need them? Absolutely not. I mean, I got a lot of good high end picks. I got freaking everything Jimmy has, Moki stuff, bare bones, Covert Instruments. Who else do I have that makes stuff in 301? I think the only one that makes 301 high yield picks that I don't have any from is Walllock Tools. But
Yeah, Salt Ore also makes some nowadays, right? 301.
who's that?
Salt Ore.
Yes, Southward does, but I have not bought anything from them.
I think
In
Newhouse
probably
has sent me some, but I still haven't received them because they were at Luce's place. If I'm lucky, I'll get them on the 27th, and I could take a look. I'm not
yep,
sure if
they
those are 301. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, they're the only ones that they make in 301 is their Max line. They're really expensive, like
Yeah.
uh, bordering on Peterson price expensive. You know, like $15 a pick type expensive.
Damn.
Yeah, I
That's
got this ball
$100.
pick from them. That's the 301 and high yield, and it's nice. I mean, I like it. But yeah, I probably wouldn't buy a lot of the picks because yeah, it was pricey. But it was the only ball pick that I could find that was in the 20,000s or the 0.5 millimeter range.
Boy, I bet you that thing freaking lays waste to handcuffs. Like that's like the perfect pick. 301
Yep.
high yield ball.
That's why I wanted to get it because I have it. I have the same width in some of the jackknives I got, but I wanted a pick, a ball pick for it. And trying to find the ball pick in that thickness was the only one I could find it in was that Southern and I wanted 301 high yield, and so fortunately they had it. But yeah, it was pricey. I think. Let's see here. How much was that? Let me look it up.
I'd be curious because I'm going to be honest with you. Come to think of it, I don't know of anyone who has 301 high yield ball picks other than.
Multi-pick. Well, no, multi-pick.
Oh yeah,
No,
I
that's
guess they.
spring steel, but it's 301 high yield.
Yeah, I guess they do have balls. Huh? I know. I always forget about them because it's like so inconvenient to order from them.
Here in Europe,
Yeah.
they are kind of the most expensive multi-pick.
They are nice though. There's no doubt. I got a set they sent me for review, and they weren't perfect. They have a manufacturing defect, and I was a little upset about it at first. It was like, oh, I thought they made like the perfect pick. So why would I get one that's like messed up? But I tell you, I've used that pick like a lot, and it's fine. It's cosmetically a little messed up, but I guess it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Because it is still kicking.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous about their picks because they're so pretty that I worry that I'm gonna bend them.
I
Well,
love the etching that they do on the handles, even though I cover it up in my bowstring.
I'll actually show something here real quick.
Ooh,
You know what?
nice.
Nobody will probably be able to see it anyway, so let me grab them anyway.
But yeah,
And this
through the
lock is
Southern,
fun.
it's
Holy crap.
$12 for a 301 high yield stainless steel pick.
It's actually less than I thought it would be. Okay, here we go. All right. So I did this as a test actually, where I took a multi-pick pick and I clamped it between my machinist parallels, two on the side, one on the top, so that it could not move at all. And I hung a weight on it to see how much it would displace and bend down. And it bent down. Where's the pick that I picked when I did it against? It's in here. Here it is. I tested it against. It was a deep hook. It was this one here. Here we go. It was this deep hook from Multi-Pick against the deep hook from Jimmy Long's. And I tested how much it displaced, how much it was able to bend downward against the Jimmy Longs. And the Multi-Pick one actually bent down almost twice as much as the Jimmy, but it returned back to shape. And that's, I think, what makes me so nervous when I'm picking with it, because I can literally feel the pick. What I think in my mind is the pick bending, but it's actually just giving under the pressure because of the spring temper of the 420 steel. It's
Yeah.
like a weird psychological thing in my mind. I'm like, I can feel it bending, but then I'll take it out and it's not bent. It's because it's actually doing that spring displacement, which is actually really cool.
Does it not rob you from feedback when it does that? Like being springy and all that?
Well, I mean, it may. I'm not sure. I don't use them that much. I should use it more and actually, I should do that. I should pick the same walk with both picks to see how it feels. I'm going to do it right now.
I jump back and forth a lot between like my low lock tools, which is the 301 high yield, and then my multi picks and all that. And I do feel a bit of a difference between it, but I still feel a lot of feedback through it. It's I think what the multi pick allows me to do is get better angles sometimes because of that flex. But yeah, my experience, I don't notice a huge difference between it.
Oh.
We're gonna see right now. Pick the same lock with both. But yeah, it was something weird that I was like, why does it feel like it's bending? And then I did that test, and it's like, oh, because it actually is. Not that
Yeah.
that's bad, it's because it's not bad. You know what I mean? It just displaces because it's springy, because
Yeah.
it's meant to be.
Yeah, I mean, for locks where you need to really bend because of the warding, that's nice, but you need to anticipate that. You can't just go into the lock and then poke around without knowing that at some point you'll have to like purposefully bend it, in order to get an open there. Which lock did I have to bend? Wait a second. Yeah, one of the cutaway locks from Multipick. Those actually can be nicely opened with 0.4 millimeter multipicks. And I think the first time I opened one of those, I had to bend one of those 0.4 millimeter picks to get a better open, because one of the pins were very high,
Mhm.
and they were protected well by these low hanging pins. And it was so annoying to pick, I remember. And because of the colorway, you can see it from the side how the pick gets in, and I could see it bending, like that was interesting.
I mean, I like my multi-pick picks. I mean, they're the common ones I will grab. In fact, I just got the rakes that were designed with Ocnoob, and then I also picked up the Reach Diamond or the Dental Pick, because this is one of my favorite profiles. I decided to pick those up through the multi-pick brand as well. So.
Oh.
Hmm.
I think Bumpy, you're probably the only one who told me that they like those profiles. Because wait a second, who told me that they actually hate it? So somebody told me. Who was it?
Are you talking about the lock noob profiles?
These what are these called? The DeForest diamonds that Bumpy just showed.
Oh, okay.
I think, was it Sandman maybe? Yeah, I think it was Sandman.
See, I was turned off of the DeForest Diamond actually because of that company we talked about earlier, Southward.
Oh.
My very first set of picks that I got was suggested by Locknoob. It was the Southward Slimline. It was like 1500 series or whatever, and it was like a 10-piece set or whatever, and it had a DeForest Diamond, deep hook, a medium hook, a couple rakes or whatever. But they were so uh, thin shank, like tall wise, that they were not very strong. And boy, did they bend a lot and often. And that's
Yeah,
what
you
turned
would.
me off of that company.
Yeah, especially with the Reach Diamond, of that profile where you've got, in fact, with the multi-pick ones, I was actually really concerned with it because it gets very thin. up near that diamond. And really where I noticed it was with the jackknife, because I use that with my handcuffs every once in a while and all that. The force diamond with that, was real thin up there. But I've cranked on it. I mean, I've been using it quite a bit. You can see a lot of the marking around it, and it hasn't budged at all. I was actually really surprised. So yeah, you want to make sure that that is made from good steel, because if it's a soft steel, I can see that bending quite easily and all that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the feedback doesn't feel a lot different, but I can definitely feel the pick shank bending. But I can still definitely tell what's going on in there. So maybe does it rob you of feedback? Not really.
Okay, so I get this false set now. Now comes the question. For some reason the spring, no, not the spring, but the spools don't come into play. I'm trying to tap on the on the pins in the back, like this row over here, and they are all solid. I'm not sure if I should now maybe switch to the next row of pins, the one on like the one next to the main pin stack. Is these side pins, or what are these called? Try these maybe.
What lock are you picking right now?
It's
Is that
the
the Lockwood Twin?
yeah, it is.
Wow. What belt is that lock? I've never seen one before, but I kind of understand what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a purple belt.
So it has 6 spools, like a regular Lockwood lock, and it has, are they
No.
finger pins or are they side pins?
So what these have are I think 2 spool pins, and the rest are like maybe 4 standard pins. I just
Okay.
set standard pins. I know they are standard because you can just gradually, set them. They set nicely if you just lift them. And then I get a false set when I pick the standard pins. And then on the sides I have like 3, maybe 3 side pins. And those have false gates if I remember correctly. Or maybe not. Wait a second. That's actually, I'm not too sure about that. Might be confusing it with a different lock. Just a sec.
Now, do those pins have any rotation like finger pins, or are they just false gated side pins?
You know what? Let me show you on my stream. I could maybe
Let me
just
put you full
cut
screen.
in. Oh, no. Yeah, you don't need to. I was just about to share my own screen to OBS. Let's see.
Oh wow, look at that. The Twitch stream is actually way far ahead of the YouTube screen.
Yeah, there we go. Let me try and I'll just drop these pins. Just get in there.
You might have to share your Twitch channel there.
So this is a
maybe I'll put it in the description.
yeah. This is the one that Nick's picked on his channel, and this one has 3 spools like that. Look at that. He has this high lift here. I remember that he was struggling with this part. I don't have that on my lock. I have two locks, by the way. None of them have these high lifts in the back. So these have it. Yeah, there we go. So 3 standard pins. I managed to pick these, yes. And then it has these pins over here. I'm not sure what the hell these are. A sidebar holds them. And yeah, they do have. So at least one of them has a false gate.
Those look like regular side pins, so there's no rotation with them, which is
No,
good.
no, yeah.
So that
I'll
should
ha-
be your cue to start working on the side pins. Is when you get that core movement.
So you think that that's enough for me to just simply pick the standard pins, get the false set, and then just ignore the spool pins and go straight for the
Yeah,
side pins?
because a lot of the ASA twins isolate. So you pick the lock like any other lock, then you get that core movement, then you pick the side pins. That's pretty
Mhm.
standard for ASA twins. Now this one here is a twin combi, and this one has pins, the side pins rotate, their finger pins, and this does not isolate. So
Okay.
you may have to pick half of the pins, then go pick two of the sidebar pins, then go back and pick more of the regular pins, and then finish up with the sidebar finger pins. So yours may just not isolate.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if
This is
you got that
actually
core movement and are not feeling anything on those spools, I would check those side pins.
okay because I tried gradually decreasing the tension, see if something binds. I even tried picking one of them, but they overset all the spools, all three of them.
Yep, I
And
would
this is the
try.
bidding that I have here, just for a note. So no crazy bidding here.
Yeah, boy, that's a nice looking key.
Yeah.
Looks very familiar because I have one that looks just like it.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yep. So I'm guessing that they're using the ASA twin key because that's
Ah,
what
yeah.
this is. The maximum plus restricted uses the ASA twin,
Yeah.
and that's what they're for.
Yeah.
They're for inner doors on places that have outer doors that use the twin, so that you can use the same key.
Mm.
So that you can have them bitted the same, where the outer door uses the that's fully pinned up, has a sidebar and the side pins, and you could use this key on the outer door, and then also have one of these on an inner door. They're way cheaper, but uses the same key.
Mm-hmm.
That actually scared me off on the S Abloy Max Plus there for a little bit because I thought it had the finger pins in it for a while. So I was like, I'm not going to touch that for a bit. And then in that live where it was like, oh, we don't have that in there. I'm like, okay, I can attempt it now.
The second question is, how do these pins hang there? Wait a second. Let me just get some light in there. Check what they look like, because I never saw these. I picked side pins before in the Mega Cross, but those are straight out, like you have pins coming down like this, and these are so sideways, the Mega Cross pins. So they basically separate the other pins.
Yeah, those, if they're side pins, kind of like an ASA, they don't need to be lifted much. What I use to pick them is, crap, do I have it here?
Should I use like a short hook, or should I go with the flag maybe?
Yeah, do you have like a small diamond?
Yeah, small
I would
diamond.
see
Yes.
if you can get the diamond in there, and you're gonna slide it in the keyway along the bottom. Let me. Do I have a diamond nearby?
Checking. Let's
No
see.
diamond there.
Let's just get some light in there first and check what's going on.
Let's see if I can find my, because I just made.
Oh, there they are. I see them. Okay. Ah, you know what? I could go in with, yeah, diamond. You're right. Diamond sideways and lift them
You got it.
well, like you're using a flag maybe. So horizontally
Just-
lift them.
Just put it in
Sorry.
the bottom of the keyway like this and slide her in, and then you should be able to
Yep.
twist it to lift them.
Yep. I see what's going on. Okay, let's see. Let's look for picks. You know what? Let's try the Moki ones maybe. I have the small one here. Oh, I also have the look at that. I have the Kaba pip, these picks as well.
Oh.
Do these go in? Oh yeah, they do. Eh. Yeah, I can actually feel them. Okay, that's. Hmm.
Oh, look at this. We gotta share that because this is big news.
Hmm. Ooh. Oh, congratulations, Ryan. Nicely done.
There it is. Big
Welcome
news.
to the 200K
Congrats.
club.
Yep. Welcome to the club.
Yep, congrats.
I have
That is
mine in
definitely
as
a
well.
yep. That's a rite of passage for a lock picker.
It is definitely something that comes with the blue belt.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? I'll just use these, huh? From Moki. These I'm not sure what these are called. ACAP picks, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can definitely do that. I just made a freaking finger pin out of a diamond myself, and I just can't find it here in my crap pile. Huh.
All right, let's hunt for standard pins.
Tell you what other pick I used actually to pick finger pins is oh there it is. A elephant trunk.
Oh, that's from Southord or no, sorry, that's
Southern
Sparrows,
Specialties.
right? Oh,
Southern
Southern.
Specialties.
Okay.
But yeah, this guy goes you can slide it right in the bottom and you can use the tip of the trunk there to rotate the pin and then use the tip also along the bottom to lift them.
Oh man, I'm so clumsy. I just always set a standard pin. That's bad news.
This isn't a super hard combi though. This is a brown belt variety. It has 6 barrels and 3 finger pins on the side.
Oh, wow, did you manage to pick that one?
I have picked that one.
Wow.
I picked it 3 times.
Damn.
Yeah, this one here, the barrels are easier to pick than on this one with that, because the specific bitting on this one screwed me up for a long time. Pin number 5, you must leave alone until you get into stage 2. I would
Stage 2.
overset pin number 5 and never know it.
What do you mean by stage 2? So like the primary pin stack, or oh, there we go. We have a full set.
No, this is just the ASA Maximum Plus restricted. This one was much harder for me to pick than the barrels. in this one.
Oh,
If
okay.
this would have counted as like, a lock by itself with just the barrels in, I'd have picked it freaking a month ago.
Huh. There we go. Okay. So I need to go in like this, I think. Sideways. I can actually lift these pins. It's a little bit springy. I'm not sure if it's binding. Let's see. Probably not.
If it's not springy, move on to the next.
Oh. Just trying to
If
get
it
a
is springy.
feel for these, because I never picked these types of side pins before. Okay, it's springy, I think. I think that one's binding, definitely. Let's lift it. I'm lifting it. What the hell? That's one weird pin.
Yeah, because I think that there's only two, well, three if you include a resting state. I think there's only 3 states for those side pins in a twin to be. There's at rest, and then, low, and then the high. I think that there's only those 2 positions that you can pick.
It's a weird one. Let me check if I dropped something. 1 second.
There's 3 positions. Rest.
I got 3 pins on my ASA 600.
Oh, nicely done.
Oh, all right.
that
There's
a,
the dinner bell for myself. So I will be right back.
Is that,
Me about-
just real quick, is that ASA 600 ginned?
No, it's got barrel pins in it.
Okay, barrels. Just curious.
I've got this ASA twin here that's got gin pins in it. So I might swap out gin pins in it because I do want to get a lock that's got gin pins because I want to start practicing gin pins. I couldn't find the ASA 600 with the gin pins. So, but this is another purple belt level lock. So what my hope is I'll be able to record the ASA Alloy Max Plus and then the ASA 600 to qualify for my purple belt. So at least that's my plan right now.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
All right, I'll stay connected, Ray, but I will be back in about 10 minutes.
All right, beautiful. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. Well, yeah,
I
if
did.
I can pick this twin and the Mega Cross, I could also get a purple belt, I guess.
Nice. I did put my the Twitch link in the description in case anybody wanted to check that out. Not that it really matters because it is the exact same stream that is going on here. It's just also streaming to Twitch.
Oh, something dropped. Yeah, these spool pins are completely solid. I don't feel them binding. Oh, that definitely has to be the side pins.
Good. That's very interesting. That's a cool piece of information to know that the Lockwood twin does not isolate.
Yeah, I actually thought that it isolates me because all the videos that I saw on this lock, though I have to be precise here, I think all the YouTubers who I saw picking this lock, I think they were picking the same lock. They just shared it. I think because it seems to have that that back pin. You know, this high lift in the back. Not this lock, of course, but a different one. The
That
one
is
that Nick posted on LPU.
that is very likely if it was like a several black belt pickers posted videos of it. It's very possible that it was a shared lock because that's how they get ranked. A black belt will get a lock and they'll pick it, determine what level they think it is, and then send it to a couple more black belts to also pick it so that it can be ranked. 'Cause I think it's 3 black belts need to pick it in order to get a belt ranking on it.
Oh shit! I overset. That was a spool. Should have pulsed on it. I just wasn't sure if it was binding.
You know what? I want to actually test that. I was sitting here getting ready, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick this lock with my Moki because it's a deep hook that I have out right now."
There we go.
And there was a tensioner stuck to the side of it, and I'm like, "Oh crap!" So I took it off, and I wonder if it being in this pick handle is magnetizing this pick at all.
Hmm.
No.
Should these side pins create a counter rotation? I don't think so. Maybe I'm just pushing too hard on the side of the core.
Yeah, you might be when you're twisting the pick, you might be catching the warding, and it just feels like it's counter rotating.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's see. Need a different pick. This is like too much. Maybe like this. Has to get in somehow. Problem is that those side pins hang pretty low. Like they block
Yes,
the keyway.
yes, they are like probably a pick width off the bottom of the keyway.
Yeah, I think I'll
They're
need
very very close.
Let me try a flag instead. Let me try a flag.
Yeah, if you have a nice thin flag, you might be able to get it in there. Nice thin small one.
Yeah, I filed some small ones. The ones that I used for the ABUS locks could work here. You know, it would be funny if it would work because I also use these to pick the Mega Cross.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Let's see. Ah, yeah. I can actually feel them with this one. Which one's binding? Let's see.
Oh,
Okay, maybe a bit larger flag.
stupid thing.
I think this one's too small.
There we go. Very good. Been looking for like 10 minutes for that stupid finger pin pick. I can't find the damn thing anywhere. There it is. Found it. Found it.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. That little baby. I took a flag or a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I thinned down the shank, thinned down the diamond to specifically pick finger pins in this twin combi.
Oh, nice. You know what I got from Lawlock Tools the last time? I ordered because I wanted to complete my heavy metal pro set. I was missing the 0.6 millimeter wide one because Wen didn't have them last time I ordered, and I also ordered the slider picks. They have slider picks.
Really?
Lawlock Tools, yeah. Let me show you.
I would love to see those.
And these actually fit the Yale 2100, the Yale Superior, the Yale Platinum pretty well. I'm not sure who designed it. I saw a video on the site, Lawlock Tools, but I'll have to look up again who made them. Let me show you what they look like. So I have three of them. Yeah, there they are. So that's the first one. That's called the Superior. That's the pick for the Yale Superior. And then has the small one. That's the Apex, called the Apex. And that's for the Platinum.
And those are perfectly spaced.
I think they are, yeah. So you can pick all sliders at the same time.
What if they have different heights on them?
I'm not sure how that works. So I picked my Superior a couple of times, and you could basically just do whatever with the sliders. They are normal spring loaded sliders, so not unsprung ones. Weird stuff. I think you could pick all of them at the same time. I think it's possible.
That's really cool. I have 0 slider locks, so I've never actually picked one before.
Oh, I have a couple of those. I actually ordered mine from Lockpicking Fisherman, the ones that I have.
Yep, that's who I ordered my Scandies from, Lockpicking Fisherman.
I am.
Yep, I
Yes,
ordered
locks.
a 700 with tapers, a 600 with gins, and then 2 700s, one with 3 trees and one with 4 trees.
Nice. Oh, it's Jay Gabriel. Hey, Jay Gabriel. He's asking, what's up?
Mr. Gaves, how's it going, bro? We were just BSing about, well, we were talking about the Lockwood twin, which got us on the sliders because he's trying to decide what pick to use to pick the side pins.
I'm trying to figure out whether these actually bind. Oh boy. The problem is I never dealt with these
Whenever
side
it's time to
pins
pick
before.
them, they'll definitely bind.
He's saying I have a slider Lodo from Snake Picks, as well as a couple combination slider locks.
Huh.
Huh. What the hell?
Now that he mentions it, I think I may have seen slider lotto locks on Amazon before.
Ah, yeah, the Brady's, right?
Yep, that's exactly who makes them.
Yeah, Lockpicking Paul made a very cool tensioner for them. Hmm.
Oh, open.
Oh, nicely done.
That's a 700 with tapers.
Figure out what's going on in this lock. Let me try a short hook or a spoon, maybe. Let's try a spoon. Let me see what's going on here. Spoon must be too high for this one. Well, let's try it anyway. I'll try and get a feel for these spins.
Hmm.
You're saying he has the KVO. KVO? Probably not the 007 one, right? Oh, what's that one called? The one with lots of zeros.
Hmm. You know what? I do have a slider lock. Wait a
Oh.
second. You and I have talked about this slider lock. This one, the EVA. There's definitely sliders in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the crazy one. I actually looked this one up the other day. Yeah, the Keyway. I recognize this one. I just forgot which one it was.
I can't
Yeah.
remember what model it was that we were talking about it, but this is definitely an EVA slider lock.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing going on in this
Ah,
bad
the
boy.
TS007. That's what Gabriel's still telling me. Okay. Oh, come on. Trying to get a feedback on these side pins. I'm not sure what's going on here. That was a click, but no movement on the core. That's bad news. Could be an overset.
You know it. That's the thing that I'm fighting on this lock. Every couple days I'll pick up this lock. This is a Gold P brown belt lock.
Oh yeah, is this the one with the crazy bidding?
Yeah, it is. And I can pick it with any pin in it except for pin number 3. Once I put pin number 3 in,
Yeah.
that minimal lift, I can't pick the thing because
A little looks like
I can't get around it to get this maximum lift in the back.
a little
You would
looks like a
think that I
bidding of a
could.
challenge lock.
That's the thing. Like even if I go on the bottom, I freaking overset that stupid pin trying to hit number 6. Now a deeper hook you would think would be the solution, but the deeper hook can't fit underneath of it.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So in order to have enough lift to hit that one, you can't get under it. So I'm trying to like lift up and sneak under it. But I'm
No,
really
you're
close
still
to that
sitting at
thing
Yeah,
in
that
there,
is a
but I think
nasty
I am.
bidding. Do you have a thinner, deeper hook?
yeah,
I
This is
found that
a, this is a
sometimes with
15.
that type of deal.
yeah.
Oh no,
We-
I mean in terms of like I run into that with a couple of my other locks, and I've got like where is it?
I think we
grab-
talked about this before with Ray. We were thinking of maybe making a custom hook that can actually sneak under there without
Yeah.
I think
that.
that might be the only way that I do it, is if I make a custom hook that's deeper than anything that's sold.
Well,
Yeah.
deeper, or what you can do is like a thinner profile like this guy here. Might help sneak under
Is it
that.
like
I mean, you would still
like a
probably have
sharp?
to angle. Yeah, it's sharper. You might still have to angle it a little bit, but I've run into that a couple of times with some other locks where I have that high-low bidding, and you know, when I'm trying to use like the wider base and the wider heads and all that, I run into that. But then when I switch to this guy here, for some reason, just that sharper tip allows me to sneak under that a little bit better and not hit those minimal lifts as much.
You know what? I have an SS Dev here.
Oh, there it is.
Wonder if that can get under there. Let's see. Where's that key? There you are.
Mm.
But yeah, that's one reason why I started making my own picks too, is because I was running into that type of issue, and so I wanted to get some picks that were of a different profile that I could kind of help with that.
Question, Bumpy, because you got them from CI from Coed Instruments. I tried to order those with my regular orders, so I ordered some FNGs and a couple of what are those called? Genesis sets, and then some colorway locks. But I couldn't order them together with the Chop Shop stuff for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, that's the way that Cobra Instruments running the Chop Shop is you have to order them separately, and I think it's just because they, you know, they're kind of customized orders more, but I mean, in terms of shipping and that I got them actually before I got the regular order, because I did the same thing as I ordered those, and then I ordered I forget what I ordered off the regular site. But I got the Chop Stuff items before the regular items.
Okay.
Wow, that's weird. Because they literally did it that way specifically to, you know, avoid that problem. People ordering regular stuff with Chop stuff, and them ending up having to sit on orders, you know, for a week while I do a custom, you know, specific thing for someone that they would have to hold the rest of the order for, you know, a while. They
Yeah.
didn't want to
Yeah.
have to be holding orders. They'd rather ship them out right away.
They shipped them out on the same day. It's just for some reason in shipping, something happened that they got separated, and one package went somewhere else, and the other package came here. So you know, I love the good old USPS.
Oh God, I hate the USPS.
I've had a
Well,
package that I'm waiting on, a block that I'm waiting on, that's hit almost every single post office in my state, with the exception of my local post office.
yeah, see that? I was gonna say that I hate the post office, but they all pretty much have their specific thing that sucks about them. Like I ordered that Spyderco knife, and I got it FedEx 2-day shipping. So the thing with that is at least with the post office, whenever they give you an estimated date that you're going to get it by, you could get it earlier than that. If it shows up early, it shows up early. They deliver it. FedEx, if it says 2-day delivery and it can be here in 1, they absolutely will not deliver it in 1. They will not deliver
Yep.
it a day early. It will sit at the hub down there for 2 days, 3 days, 5 days until it's the day that it's set to be delivered, and then they'll deliver it. I hate that.
Yeah, but at least it's more reliable.
I guess. God, I hate this fuck. Oh, whoop, sorry. I said the F word. Oops.
Beep.
I
Your
hate
stream,
this
so
darn lock. I hate this darn lock. It's just so hard to freaking get in there. The keyway is tight. It has wording that's basically overlapping. So even I'm using a 15 thou pick, and even it is rubbing and getting wedged between the wording. Got that stupid high-low freaking mountain range bidding. Yeah, I've seen people, a lot of. Okay, so bidding doesn't matter on a lock most of the time. Sometimes it does. This is one of those times.
no.
You got to have like a bunch of things line up together in bad luck, and that's when it matters.
I learned that right from the start because most of the locks that I have, I order them from Amazon. And I think I was so unlucky. I always got the hardest bidding for some of these ABUS 80 Ti 50s and 40s. Oh boy, I couldn't open them because of the amazing bidding that they had. All these high little lifts in the back on pin 5 or 6.
See, I have the exact opposite luck when it comes to my Amazon orders. I always get the planes and all that. It's or just like the all of them are like ones and twos and not the. It's rare I get a variety of them.
Are these side pins supposed to give me this many clicks? What the hell?
It may give you a couple because there's.
I found this spoon pick to be a good pick for those side pins actually.
Awesome.
Interestingly enough.
That's what I think I'm going to do as my next video. I think I'm going to do a video on trick for picking 410 lotto locks, because I find that a lot of times when people have trouble getting them open, it's for this specific reason, having a really super high lift pin right up front that's really hard to reach behind the tensioner.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm going to do a video on that one, because what I do is I'll put it in and I'll pick it regular until I get to when that one's binding, and then I'll switch to bottom of keyway tension.
I got one of those Master 150s with number 1 and number 2 being really high lifts. I think those are max lifts on orange belt. I tried to get it for orange belt, and I couldn't open it until I was a blue belt. Holy crap! Because of those high lifts. Unbelievable.
See, the one that's hard to pick, I actually marked it with markers so that I would know which one it was.
Oh, Greg is here. Hey, Greg, what's up? Yeah, it's indeed a lock.
Chevy!
And we're
We were
trying to
talking
figure it
about
out.
you earlier.
Oh, I did something really fun at work today. We had a holiday party. So I decided to bring my lock collection in with me and all my lock picks and all that. And I got most of my coworkers picking locks with me.
Nice.
You see, I did it exactly the same thing. But I invited them to one of our lockpickers meetings. So I have a local lockpicking group, and I invited my colleagues from the office as well. It was a bigger session. Yeah, we had lots of fun there, and it turns out I had two colleagues who were pretty good at lockpicking, which is kind of a surprise, a nice surprise.
Yeah, I had one of my colleagues got 5 locks open on her first attempt, and it was like, damn.
Wow.
I want to start. And I live in a rural area, and so I don't. The closest group to me would be in New York City, which is not feasible for me. And so I want to see if I can start up a local group. And so this was kind of like a test run to kind of see, hey, how would this kind of work with me taking stuff in and, letting people borrow my picks and, um, doing kind of, the teaching and all that stuff with it. And it actually went really good. I was surprised with how many, grab picks was picking, got things open, were really interested in it. It was a big hit. In fact, our CIO was like, next time we do an event, bring your locks.
Definitely. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Chevy said he just got back from vacation. Road trip
Oh,
with camping and fishing. Freaking
oh, nice.
awesome, man.
Hmm.
We were just talking about you earlier because of um, Wolf working on that Lockwood twin. You were the Lockwood guru. You know some things about Lockwoods, and you also know things about twins, so you're like the perfect guy for that. Okay, what freaking pins bind?
Alright, let's see if anything binds. I managed to get a couple of clicks out of those side pins, but I'm not sure what happens next. Should I get a little like movement on the core when I set them correctly, or just try around the whole time? Not as easy to read as the Mega Cross. Hmm. And Bumpy, you're still picking that Asa 600?
Yep, still on 3 pins. Want to get once more before I add pin 4.
Oh, you're progressively picking it, pinning it.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know. Have you
Quick,
managed to open it? We're fully pinned up?
not fully pinned up yet, no. Now the only one that I've been able, purple belt that I've been able to do that is the Asa Abloy Max Plus. So this is my second purple lock belt that I'm working on. But quick question. So I just got this Asa twin high security. It's got gen locks or the gen spool pins in it. Is this a black belt? I can't seem to find just the regular Asa twin high security in the belt system. But all the ones I can find in the belt system that have the gens in it, I think were in the black belt range.
I would say that is a black belt lock.
All right.
It has no key, right?
Nope, no key.
You will be able to pull that plate off the top to get the pins out if you need them, though.
Yep. Yeah, I already did that. Just to
Oh, you did.
confirm that they were. Yep. That they were all gens and the I got it for a good price. And but I like labeling my locks or marking them with the belt level and all that, so I wanted to make sure that I had that proper.
Mr. Chevalier Gregory said that is BB2.
All right.
The good thing is here's a little tip for you. If you contact Adam Amgevert, he has Acid Twin rekey sets that you can get
Oh, awesome.
that has, you know, all the pins that you need plus a key, so it would then have a key. I don't know if you're like me, but I really like to have keys with stuff. If it costs $5 more or $10 more to have something with a key, I'll do it all day long.
Oh, definitely. Well, it makes like doing progressive penning or work like that just so much easier.
It really does. Like even like I always get my Scandies grubbed.
Oh,
So do I need a key? Absolutely not. Do I buy one with a key? Freaking all day long. All day long. Totally don't need it, but I'm a weirdo.
you see, the only Scandi that I have grubbed is the Asus 700 with the gin spools, and that's the same one that I can rekey for. I mean repin for black belt with 3 trees, Christmas trees.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Technically, my 600 is not grubbed, but I'll show you what it is. There's a 700, there's a 600. Okay, so here's my 600. It has, I can't remember what it's called, but it has a rod that goes down on top of the pins.
Hmm.
See, there's like a little thing
Yeah.
here, and you unscrew it. Yeah.
Some weird stuff. Can you pull it out?
Yep. Give me 2 seconds to unscrew it.
Oh, really? Well, okay.
There it is. Put my finger over top of it so the springs don't fly out.
Huh. That's nice.
And this just slides across the top of the pins. You see how it's
Huh.
open now?
Damn.
Just
Yeah.
this little rod.
So no grub screws.
Nope. I think this is a really cool idea, honestly.
Hmm. You know, I'm not sure what's going on inside this lock. I'm puzzled. I mean, the standard pins are pretty easy to pick. You get a nice movement on the core. That's awesome. But then after that, no idea.
Okay. Actually, Chevy will be able to help with this. So he says he picks the first first 3 pins, the standards, and then he
Yes.
gets core movement like a false set.
Yes.
But the spools are like bound up super tight.
Yes. Same
Does
here.
that,
Same
yeah,
here.
does that lockwood isolate, or is it kind of like the twin combi that it does not isolate where he may need to go to the side pins at that point? You would probably know best.
Says I don't really understand what he says here. The side pin set reapply high on the Lockwood twin. Only 3 positions, but they are very high, I find. Not sure what he means.
Probably means they have the good stuff.
Okay, so remember how I told you earlier that I thought that the side pins only had 2 or 3
Oh.
positions? He said that it is 3 positions. So there's like a low lift, a medium lift, and then a high lift. There's only like 3. It should click, 1, 2, or 3 times as you're pushing those pins up.
Oh yeah. I remember.
So there are 3 positions because I wasn't sure if it was 2 or 3. I knew it was at least 2, but not more than 3. I just couldn't remember.
I can definitely push them up, so they are binding the side pins. That's for sure. After
Okay,
the
so maybe it does not
false set.
isolate.
But I'm not sure if I'm actually bullying them or they are really binding, because I never picked these side pins before. I'm not sure how they should react.
You don't usually progressively pin, do you?
No, I don't. Hmm. Feels jiggly on this. Okay. That one too, maybe. Let's check these spools, see if they're binding now.
Oh,
I think the spools will only start to bind after the next false set. I'm almost positive.
okay.
Probably. It probably requires a deeper false set.
Zoe the cat, welcome to the chat.
Oh. Good evening.
Hey, Zoe. All right, got it again.
Nice.
Very good.
I think I might put this off to the side for now. Yeah, with this one, the bidding on the key that I got with this is not terrible, but I got that on number 3, that low, or the, almost say no lift. There's a little bit of a gap on 3. And then the ones after it are almost all the kind of the same, but number 2 is a very high lift, so it's a bit fun when I add pin 3 in on that.
Oh shit. Spool just overset. God damn it. I need to start over. Felt like it was binding, but only. It just requires more space, I feel like, and I need a deeper false set somehow.
Yeah, it looks like you have a minimal lift there in number. Is that 2?
I think it's 2,
Or is
yeah.
that 3? Might be 3.
2 probably. Or 3, yeah. Who knows? Let's see. So 1 is a standard. Oh, lifts nicely. 2 is a standard, yeah. Let's see, 3. Yeah, 3 is a standard as well.
There we go. Nick Cash. I do not know if I've ever said hi to you before, Mr. Nick Cash.
Oh, good evening. Yeah, so now I have this small false set. Now comes the question, what's next?
Mr. Nick Cash likes longboarding. That's cool. Just went to check you out because I don't remember ever seeing you before. It's very nice to meet you. We are just
He
having a
says
good time picking some locks.
he's saying it's not his first time here.
Yep,
So,
first time here. Very cool. It's good to have you.
not the first time, he said.
I think he's saying first time.
Yeah, I think that is what he's saying. No, first time. It's his first time here.
Oh,
gonna say-
okay.
Yeah, it's good to meet you. So I do this every Wednesday night, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We come on, we just BS, talk each other through some locks. Other people come on, ask questions. We help them if we can. If not, we just hang out and BS and do our thing. I've started to expand the channel a little bit, include some knife content and stuff like that. I'm also an amateur radio operator, so it's very, very niche, but it's who I am, right? Locksport part, that's who all of us are.
Man, I really will want to know if I'm doing this correctly or not. I just
I would
bullied
bet
the side pins.
between the three of us, I bet you we pick locks 8 hours a day.
Easy.
What do you think? I think so too. Because I probably put in 3 solid hours. I'm doing other stuff usually. I'm like watching TV or BSing with my wife or one of the kids or something, but it is pretty solid time where I'll just be sitting there on the couch with a vice in my lap, picking at something. Actually, for the last month or so, it's been this a lot. The maximum plus restricted. It's got a lot of pick time on it.
Yeah, I typically will pick a couple hours a day, but then I'll often lay in bed picking. Especially if I have a hard time falling asleep, I'll just lay in bed with my master locks and pick sets and bring over these guys and pick while watching TV.
I'll do the same thing to the point where I'll be sitting there picking, and my wife will turn the light off, and I'll just be plunged into darkness.
You
I'll
pick
be
in the
sitting there.
dark.
I'll still be picking in the dark. Oh God,
That's where you need
you
one
and
of
me
those
both,
headlights.
Mr. Nick Cash. I'd love to do this for a living. It is. If you'd asked me, like I always said to somebody earlier, if you'd asked me at the beginning of the year if I would have a YouTube channel, I'd have told you you're out of your mind. Next thing you know, here I am posting 1 or 2 or 3 videos a week and doing, 6 live streams a month. I'd have told you you were freaking crazy. Yet here we are. And it all
Ooh.
started with a couple giveaways.
Oh,
It was
cool.
like it was a batch. It was all a bunch of guys. There was Stu, Charles Watt, Loki, left hand Loki, Parky, Lock Junkie, Lock Picking Hippie. Trying to think if there was anybody else. Lock Breaking Kid. But there was like a group. There was like 8 people or more that were having a giveaway at the exact same time. So I'm feverishly making videos for giveaways, showing my lock collection, showing me picking my comfort lock, showing my favorite lock, blah blah blah, showing my dogs. I have a video showing my dogs, but I'm like running around recording all these YouTube videos, and I'm like, that was actually kind of fun. Maybe I'll make some more. And here we are, 6 months later. I think I have 185 videos.
Alright, this lock confused the hell out of me.
I forget how many videos I've got up on mine. I think I just recorded my 71. Actually 72 because I misnumbered early on. But yeah, it's amazing just how our journey and the lockpicking in YouTube has progressed.
Yep, it's crazy, I tell you. But it is super fun, and the community part of this, if you'd have told me that some of my best friends would be people online that I've never seen their face, it's insanity. But it's who I am now. Some of my best friends are guys online that I've never met, all because of Lock Sport.
I'm confused as hell.
So yeah, I'm glad you came in, and Mr. Nick, just a heads up, I usually tell everybody at some point. Um, I always put the link in the description for the live stream. So if you ever want to just come on, say hello, BS for a little while, you set up, your camera on a shelf and you're picking some locks, it doesn't really matter. I don't. We're all pretty laid back here. Anybody ever wants to join, I always put the link out there. Everybody's welcome. Everybody and anybody. Um, always just be respectful when you do. That's all. On to the next lock. What lock do we want to pick next? You want to pick a black belt next? Pick a black belt next. ASA 700 or Golzy? Let's go for the ASA 700, see how it goes.
Sometimes
Nick,
right.
yes. Okay, so the live stream, we have this one here, Rock Out with Your Lockout. That is every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's this live stream. And then Charles Watt, C Stu Do, and I also have a live stream every other Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Basically, we did that one because, like right now, we have Wolfgang. He is in picking with us right now, but it is like almost 1 o'clock in the morning where he is.
Yeah, I mean,
So we
8
do
minutes.
that. Yeah, so we do that 7 a.m. live stream specifically for guys like him or Chevy, who's in Australia, or Pocket Women, guys on the other side of the world, so that they're not staying up to the middle of the night or waking up at the butt crack of dawn to come into a live stream, that it's more like, a convenient time for them. So we do that. Yep, all those are Eastern Standard Time. That is correct.
I think that would be an awesome video, Jay.
That would be a cool video, Mr. J. Gabriel. That's smart. It's funny, I actually just came across my it's right here. This here is my challenge lock. It was sent to the person who was to receive it. And there's the little note right there when they sent it back to me. So I have it sitting here because I shipped it to Canada and the address was incomplete, so it came back. And then Canada had that postal office strike, so it went in the box and it's been sitting there for weeks now.
I need to get this tape and everything off the floor. Pick the bags up, the tape in it. Pick up these hangers and dog will chew them. And she said, I'm gonna go pee and then I'll take them out.
Come on, man.
Let's see if we can get this black belt open.
That stuff just is fucking fine. Remind me to take them.
Know what else I'm doing this week? I'm gonna do my start my review series that I've been putting off for freaking months.
Her house is like a trailer, but
I've been putting them off waiting for Covert to put out their Apex line. And now that we're getting close, I'm just gonna pull the trigger and start putting out reviews. And whenever Apex happens, we'll just get them and squeeze it in.
Yeah, how are you doing with that Jimmy Long's review? Any progress so far?
I actually recorded it once already, and I had audio issues on it, so I need to re-record it. The good thing about it is that I did do. I actually printed out notes. If I'm going to do like a real review of a real set, especially Jimmy Long's, because the guy deserves so much credit for what he's done. Dude, the guy started making picks in his garage. You know what I mean? And up until just a few months ago, that's all he did. He was buying $50,000 lasers to make freaking $5 lock picks for us guys. How freaking amazing that guy is. Just amazing. So I want to make sure that it does him justice. If I tried to spend $50,000 on a laser to make lock picks, my wife would divorce my ass.
Is binding or am I
I think that'll
overslitting? What's going on here?
Oh, come on, open.
Oh, wow, okay. I'll launch my engine tool. Holy crap.
Yeah, it
So Wolfgang,
happens.
this is how I did the twisting on my tension tools. I've got my vise here that I clamp to the side of my desk,
Alright.
and then I will put in, because what I find is the width of the vise here is actually perfect. So I'll just clamp in the tension tool right into that. And then I'll take my vise plier and go right about a finger's width up and clamp that in, and then just turn counterclockwise and go nice and slow. And just kind of pulse it.
I think we're both watching with bated breath here, watching this turn.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll just unclamp. Eh.
I see that you grabbed it really close to the vise. That way that turn is nice and tight.
Yep, about a finger's width. And that gives it enough room for it to be nice and malleable and to twist without breaking. If you do it too close, it will not give it enough room to break. But, you know, again, this metal is really nice. If I take the metal that I got from the Peterson's one, so like here's a one I did with Peterson's. Let's find out if I can do the same thing with this. If this breaks, I'm not going to cry.
There we go.
I
False
thought
set
that
again.
tool, that bending tool that you had earlier, I thought that was from the Peterson set.
Yep, that's where that one came from. Yep. The only thing Peterson's I've ever bought. And probably will ever buy.
I believe you, man.
All right.
That's just so many
So-
horror stories I've heard of that man.
Let's see here. Oh, then also the picks, you know, aren't Fotane, and I'm really big on Fotane. Oh, actually, I might be able to pull this off. Nice and slow.
You already got practice. I can see that.
Oh yeah, but I didn't twist as well. Oh!
And it snapped.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Almost made it.
Okay, you can wrap it up now.
Oh. So we're about 7 p.m. here. It's 1 a.m. at Wolfgang Land.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to tuck myself in pretty soon.
Yep, I think we're going to do the exact same thing. Maybe put in another couple minutes here on this bad boy. See if I can get it open, and then maybe we wrap it up for the night. I am very hungry, and my pizza has been cold for like 2 hours now.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's just the downside while picking. You can't eat while picking.
Nope. I mean, I guess I could have thrown a piece of pizza up here and I could have reached across and eaten it, but you know, it's not the same. I want to sit down.
Oh, Isamu Sushi is here.
Mr. Sush, what's going on, buddy? It's all good, bro. You can just listen. I was telling the new guy, you know, he could show up, Mr. Nick. He could show up if he wanted to and just hang out. Like, I'm actually surprised people don't do it more often. Just you know, throw an earbud in or whatever and go to the link and just chat. You don't even need to have your camera on. Oh, so I know why actually. Now that I say it, because I was super scared the first time that I went on Lady Locks live. That was the very first live I ever did. It was picking time with Lady Locks, and it was actually the Assa 700 that I was working on, and you know, she invited me to come on and mess with it a little bit. At the time, I had 6 pins in it, and I opened it on the live stream with her with 6 pins. And she told me, she's like, okay, now it's time. Put that 7th pin in, and anytime that you sit down to pick that lock, make sure you have the camera running. And what I did was I put in that 7th pin, and I sat down on the couch to pick it without the camera on, and I opened the damn thing. So she gave me good advice, and I ignored it, and it taught me a valuable lesson. Listen to Double L's.
Let's go, Jackson.
Because she's smart.
Jackson sounds like a troublemaker.
He is. My wife is wigging out right now.
Jackson's the dog, right?
Yeah. Well, his name is Jax, Jax, but she calls him Jackson like he has a full name, but he doesn't. But that's his I'm in trouble name. So, like, I'm Ray, but when I'm in trouble, I'm Raymond Edward. So you know whenever you hear Raymond Edward, you know that I'm in some shit.
It's official, right?
You got it.
S has to be this single person, not some other Ray.
What did I tell her the other day? Oh, I was talking to her about knives because I've been buying knives to put on the channel, blah, blah, blah. There's a specific one that I want. It's really good. It's a Spyderco Sage 5 and Rex 121. Super steel. It's like the steel that has the highest edge retention. It's like a steel that you sharpen and don't have to sharpen it again for a year or two. So I really want it, but it's like $300. So I convinced her to let me order a Sage 5 in a different super steel that costs like half as much to make sure that I like it. So no Raymond Edward on that one.
Did you go pee?
Because I talked to her and asked permission first.
They're here.
Oh God, my fingers like numb from holding this freaking tensioner here.
Jackson. Jackson.
I'm too confused. I'm not sure I'll be able to open.
Twins fighting you something fierce.
I'm just completely puzzled in what's going on here. I should watch some more videos on this one because I definitely don't know what's going on.
Tell you, I should. Chevy said that he's just back from vacation. Maybe I'll see if I can get him to come on with us next week.
All right.
He might be able to help you out
Yep.
because he said that he has like 4 of them.
Stop.
Damn.
So he may be able to find one that's very similar to yours to kind of help walk you through it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I only have 2. 2 twins.
Yeah, I need to get some freaking twins myself because I love gins. So a lock with gins, 6,000 or 6K or what a V10.
So these Lockwood twins, I think I saw some of them. Dignity Picks sent me some links on eBay, but back in the days, but I think those are gone. They were like 60 a piece, and they were like round cylinders or ovals. I'm not sure. I'll have to check
Okay.
again. Still have the screenshots. So you don't have to buy like a padlock, because the padlock is the one that costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
'Cause these are mostly collector's items. The padlock versions of the Lockwood Twin, because they don't make them anymore.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
didn't know that they were discontinued.
yeah. These are rare. And same for the Master Lock 68, 35, I think, because those were replaced by the American Lock 1100.
Okay.
And I just
That makes sense.
ordered those in all colors. Some guy from Michigan sent it to Loose finally. There's also one with a brass one with cutaway in it. I'm looking forward to that one as well.
Very
Interesting
nice.
lock. But yeah, the twin, that's probably the most expensive lock that I own.
Slow down, Jackson. Jack, slow down.
Trying to think what's the most expensive lock I bought. Probably the Gold Z, I would think.
Yeah.
It's like $770 or whatever.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get my second one.
Yeah. The Pyramid Megacross costs like 80 if you buy them brand new, like with a box, and with the security card
Mm.
that comes with it.
Probably
So
the
yeah,
best way to buy it. You know what I mean? Everything's nice and crisp inside. There's no wear. Everything would behave exactly like it's meant to.
yeah, exactly. What did I want to say? So yeah, the price is comparable to the Gold Z.
Yeah, sounds about right. The reason the Gold Z's are so expensive is because they only exist in Japan, and if you want to get them, you got to find somebody there that has them, and then pay a gazillion dollars to ship them here on a freaking boat or whatever, and pay. I know that I've looked on eBay before for bulk orders of gold locks, and they all have little print in the description about paying duty on them, which is like, oh crap. What the
No.
heck? How do you even do it? Like I have no idea how to import something from Japan that I pay duty on.
I think back in the days, I think I was streaming like Nintendo 3DS games, and I ordered one of these Katsu Kitty 3DSs with a built-in chip that allowed you to capture the audio and also the screen, of the Nintendo 3DS.
Okay.
And those had to also be imported from Japan, and holy crap, those cost a lot of money back in the days.
I totally believe it. I know that when it comes to the U.S. and Japanese locks, goals and Wests and stuff like that, White is the only person that does it. Like he's just the guy.
Yeah.
Like there's just nobody else. Like, I don't know if he just is the only person that knows somebody over there that gets freaking things, but
Actually, White helped me get these Lockwoods, by the way. So
Oh, okay.
he paid Weasel for them.
Okay. That's funny. Weasel was one of the very first Boxport YouTube channels I ever subscribed to. And whenever I did I did a shout out video right at the beginning when I started my channel, and it was about Weasel.
Oh, I think I picked one of those side pins. Aha, this is how it feels when you pick it.
Oh, there you go.
Aha, okay. Just had to figure it out because I wasn't sure what I'm doing there because those side pins pick differently. They pick
Okay.
very differently. These are more like serrated pins almost. Oh. The question is, do I have to pick all of them?
Yeah, I would attempt to pick. Well, you know what? You can always stop and check those spools real quick because those are real easy to check. You'll know
There
right
you go.
away.
There we go. I think I have another false set. Maybe. Let me check. For binders again. Man. Yeah, let's just check the spools. This might be it.
Yeah, because it only takes a second to check them. You'll know right away if any of those are binding up. So.
Oh. So J. Gabriel says, my most expensive have been the Master number 19. 15 purchase ranging from $55 to $125. Holy crap.
Jesus, why did you buy 15 Master 19s? Like, I get it, it's a cool lock. It has, well, regular barrels in it, not acid barrels, but, you know, the bumped up style barrels. Double-ended T-pin style barrels, but why 15 of them? Like, were you planning on like opening a store, Master 19 store, or you trying to corner the market, buy them all for 55 to 125 till they're all gone, and then sell them for 500? Because 15 is like, God, if you told me you were gonna blow my house up if I didn't find 5 of them right now, I bet you I couldn't find 5 of them on the internet for sale. Like, in the whole universe, only 5. I bet you there isn't even that many. I'd think it's probably closer to 3. I bet you I could find 3, maybe. I'm trying to think of the last time I looked up the Master 19. I think there might have been 3.
I think Loose has one. He just picked it recently.
And they're all, like, the ones that you can buy, like, on eBay and stuff, they're all, like, shitty barn finds, you can tell.
Yeah.
They're all
This is the one that
up.
I got in was one of the cheaper ones.
Oh boy, that's a big one.
It's still a nice lock, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The thing is even, like, in bad shape, they're still charging frickin' 80 or 100 and $110 for them.
Let's see here. I'm afraid to look up how much I paid for that one. That was, let's see here, eBay. Oh, where's my master lock number 19? I paid 85 for that.
That's actually a pretty decent deal. I mean, it's missing the colored bumper, but that's still functional the way it's meant to be.
Yeah,
Yep. I mean, I cleaned it up. I mean, it was a bit rusty, and so I threw it into a deruster and cleaned it up a bit. So, and it works. I mean, it's
Well, speaking of Isamu Sushi, he makes really beautiful looking cutaways using Master 19.
oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Super nice.
I'm trying to get some Bruco cutaways, barrels, and gins. So we kind of made a deal with Yagias and Fabiano. Hopefully we can get started on that next year.
So what you are getting the locks from Yagias, and Fabiano is going to cut
Yeah,
away
he's
them for.
doing the cutting, yeah.
Okay.
We'll still have to experiment with them a little bit. I mean, Fabiano already did some cutaways on the trio wings, or what those are called, the 557s, or what those are called. These trampoline pin,
Okay.
Scandinavian
Driving owned
wing, yeah.
by ASA, I believe.
Yeah, that's the one.
Now, is he doing it on? I'm guessing he's doing it on a CNC.
Yeah, he does.
Oh God, that's awesome. CNC cutaways really are really nice, and CNCs are actually they're getting cheaper and cheaper. Where people were able to freaking buy freaking milling machines at home. I was a CNC machinist for a long time. In another life.
Oh, Jay gave us this 14 of those 15 number 19s were donated into private collections. Okay. So he donated them. Oh, come on, what's going on here? I need another false set, really.
One of these days I'll try and find a Master 19. It's just, they're so hard to find. And it's just such a pain in the butt. One of these days.
Not sure what Master Lock was thinking, stopping manufacturing those. Those were their best locks, right?
They are. They're their highest ranked locks of all.
Yeah,
Those things are purple belt.
there they are.
I don't know why they're purple belt. You'd think
There
that they
are,
wouldn't be that hard, but they are apparently.
yeah, there are barrels inside from what I understand.
Yeah, but
Yep.
not this kind of barrel. Different
Oh,
barrel.
different barrel.
I
Okay.
think they're the double-ended T-pin style barrel.
Oh,
No, they're a similar barrel to what's in the ASOS, from what I
Really?
saw
There's
in the
there's counter milling?
let me
Now
see
that
if
would
I
be
can.
really cool. That would be very surprising to me. I would be much sadder that I don't own one now. Damn it. Oh, you guys are killing me. Now I'm
Yeah,
upset that I don't have
actually,
one.
I retract that. Yeah, it's the
double T-pin.
yeah. Here, I'll share my screen here through OBS here. Let me just do that real quick. Where's OBS? OBS. There you are.
One of these days I'll set up OBS myself because it seems really cool to be able to share your screen. It's a pain that I have to that you need somebody to. You know what? I think that I can set this up where you can approve it yourself. Yeah, I need to do
All right,
that.
let's see which one. Aha!
Yeah.
Infinity!
Yeah. There they are. Yeah, these are the double-sided T-pins. Yes. So T-pens. Okay, not even barrels.
Stop!
Yeah, so that's how the Belt Explorer there, and
Now,
yeah, this is why I'm afraid to kind of pick mine, because I know on mine I've got a couple of the really small key pens, and these are small security pens, and so I can see that being below the shear line. And I've seen that people talk about that a lot with the Master Lock 19, so that's why I haven't really picked mine. It's like I don't want to damage it.
to where the spring is actually sitting down. Would you be able to do me a favor? Could you show me the core on that lock? I want to see if there's
Uh,
overmilling, because I wonder if that's why
here.
it's why it's a purple belt, because it has those T-style barrels with overmilling. Because that would make it feel like you set it,
There's
but it would be
four.
trapped, stuck in the overmill.
There's no milling in there, no counter milling.
I know you have energy. You don't do that shit.
Is there overmilling?
No, nothing.
No,
Nothing.
it doesn't look like there's anything.
Yeah, nothing.
Nope.
Maybe it's just the tolerances are real good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So
Oh,
Master
now
Lock with good tolerances, unbelievable.
Yep.
J.G. Gabriel is telling us that he would lend one number 19 to you. Ray, I guess.
I will take that under advisement, because that actually doesn't sound all that bad. Because I could probably pick it and send it back. I'm guessing shipping
No.
probably cost
Back up.
$20 both ways.
Cheaper
It's a
than
lot more
the
reasonable
80
than
bucks.
80. I'm gonna be honest with you. Last time that I looked, I think all three of the ones that I looked at were over $100.
Yeah, definitely.
So it feels serrated when you pick them. Trying to think what would make it feel that way, with no cuts, no overmilling, no nothing. Like I could see it giving you a double click.
Yeah, that
Because
could be
it'll
similar
click.
to the American. I'm guessing.
Oh, wait. I wonder if it clicks because you're hitting that top T first, getting a click there, then hitting the bottom, getting a click there, and then a third click as it sets. Like Bumpy
I mean,
said,
that would
how
definitely make sense. Yeah.
because the key pins do look awful short, and the drivers are short too. So it's very, very possible that those are sitting really, really deep in the core.
Mm-hmm.
That's super interesting. I need to find
Oh,
a video of a cutaway one to see what
Gabriel
it looks like
saying
when it's
that
picked.
they sit below the shear line. So yeah, that's possible. So you get three
Yep.
clicks.
Jay Gabes, you absolutely can join the live. The link is in the description. You never even have to ask.
Mhm.
As soon as you get in,
I
I'll
did
throw
a
you full screen.
double twist on this tension turn tool.
Ooh, nicely done. Look at that.
Got it so the finger goes right between them. Yeah, I like that. That looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
All right, well,
Well,
I gotta jump off for the night, Ray. So thank you for having me on.
Yeah, very good. I appreciate you coming on. It was good talking to you. I've been gone for a couple weeks, so it's been nice to get back on with my buddies.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear about what happened with all that. That really is that stinks. Sorry about that. and keeping everyone in my thoughts and prayers with all that.
Yep. Thank you so much, and just getting back into living again. Good deal.
All right. Well, you all have a good night, and I will see you all later.
All right, see you, Bumpy.
Bye bye, Bump.
Stop it. Stop it.
And then there were two.
He ain't fucking fun.
All right, I'm done picking this stupid thing. Oh, my finger's all messed up.
Hmm.
And there's Gabe's. What's up, Mr. Gabriel?
Man, hanging out with you guys. All right, yeah, there's a lot of discussions went on with the Master Lock 19 behind the scenes that I've had with the Lock Noob, I've had with Trucker, I've had with Pick Smith, I've had with Sadistic Picker, I've had with Steve LP, who had made the cutaway locks that you see on the LPU that helped get its ranking. Because out of those 14 locks, I gave away. Three of them were actually cutaway locks, and they were kind of low sitting as far as the top of the driver at the shear line. So it's been speculation with the springs, probably like what you had just mentioned about the 3 clicks that way, or probably at the tips of the springs itself, giving those extra clicks. But the thing is also that they are very beefy springs, because the last one that I had sent to Steve LP to actually turn into a cutaway had been picked by several people. Went overseas to the UK, came back here, and it's been over a couple of times to come back over here, and other people had picked it. It was actually one of the first Master Lock 19s I had purchased, and I was concerned, like, okay, is there any telltale signs of wearing on the springs? Just like they're very very robust and rigid springs, so you can't even tell that it's been picked pretty much. So they seem to be pretty good and solid, uh, and that's probably another reason with the I forgot who had did the video that talks about the whole history, the patents and stuff with it, because when I had first got in, and I think probably about a year after, maybe about a year or two of kind of being exposed to lock sport, I had seen a Master Lock 19 at a gate going to a tower site when I was climbing towers, because I was like, what the hell is this thing? I have never seen it, because I've seen the key and I was looking at the key. I was like, okay, it's got 6 cuts. This is going to be an interesting Master Lock. I can't wait to see it. And so when I saw it, I fell in love with it. And so at that point, it's just like, dude, I want this lock. And so I just started hounding it down. And over the years, I'd bought quite a few. First, I was just using that as an icebreaker to, like, kind of get to know and make friends and know people in the lock sport community. Because, like, that was, I just something that just crawled out of the shadows as far as it goes. And I figured, it's a lock that you don't see often, and pickers being pickers, like, if they get a chance and offer to pick something that they normally don't get to pick, it's like, sure, why not? So I use that as an icebreaker, and I had acquired a lot of them, and now I'm down to only one.
Oh, it's cool that you've had so many pass through your hands. Wow.
Yeah. If I had
When you
enough to
see,
give one to everybody, I would.
I'll tell you that it's like you only see them like they're literally like barn finds. Like somebody finds them in like a grandparent's garage or something. It's like, oh, look at this. This is actually worth some money. We'll try and sell this.
Right, right, right.
Flea
Yeah, I know
market
you.
finds, garage finds.
Yeah, you don't see them that often. Yeah, and I think find the only one I still have is the one I think I even sent you a message on Discord. You said you'll think about it. It will be this one right here. That is the bidding. I'll get it. That's the bidding. So you pretty much got a gatekeeper up front.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
bidding.
All of them I've had have been really good biddings. Now I had a one that was actually what was so wild. I had bought them at different times. Both of them only came with one key. Both of them were both used. Both of them had the red band. One, I think one came from California. I think the other one came from New York. They had the same key bidding, and it turns out one of them was turned into a cutaway, and the other one was left as is. Um, that was the first cutaway. I think the first cutaway I gave away, and I gave that one to Lock Noob, and I don't think he's finally got his Master Lock 19 opened. I know he's got the cutaway one done, but I told him, dude, I'll send both of them to you. And if you could figure out one, it's going to be a little bit different, as far as the binding order, but you could, it may not be yours, but at least you say you got one open that wasn't a cutaway. But he's just like, oh, no, just whatever. Well, cool. And that's about the only one of those I found that had the same key bidding, and that's a rare find.
It sure is.
Well,
That's really cool. I
anyways.
remember you sending me the message because when I think about shipping, I always have trouble getting stuff from people because here's my
Oh,
schedule. I
okay.
start work in the morning and then I work usually until the post office is closed. So it's like
Right.
it's hard to like freaking ship stuff. So
Oh,
that's why I
I get
still have
that.
my freaking challenge lock sitting here. It's like I gotta like make arrangements to leave. I gotta wait till January till I have vacation time so I can early out so I can go ship stuff.
Oh, right on, man. I definitely understand that. Depending on everybody's life and situations, that goes on, is going to be different than the next person. Everything's going to be a little bit better, a little bit worse, regardless, through and through. It's just like right now, I'm kind of waiting on basically. I left, like I said, mentioned earlier. I had basically quit climbing towers and everything. I just wanted something else. It was about time to change, but it's just like this challenge lock here that actually, not this one. This is actually original core for that I used. This uses the key that my first ever challenge lock, the key bidding. This is the original lock the key that I used to make my first ever challenge lock. Um, so I'm gonna probably save that off to the side, but yeah. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, I kind of understand your situation because I'm right now just a little bit in between jobs. But good news is I've got job interviews coming up, and hopefully something a little bit better, and I'm able to send out challenge locks and my last final packages that I have to that I've kind of I guess I've kind of forced myself to where it's just like a life or death situation. I have to send them out. I am my own worst enemy as far as that
I
stuff
hear you.
goes.
Yep.
But yeah,
It's like it seems like I work the same hours as a freaking postman. So it's just it is what it is. Like
right.
today, like in order to come home and do a live, I need to work in the morning and then I
Hmm.
work until 2:30. Then I leave work, come home, work from 3 to 4, and then as soon as I shut my computer down for work, come up live. That's the only way I can make it work is to come home and work an hour.
Right, right. So my thing is, I think if well, this one place I'm going, I think it's going to be like basically a machine operator, and it's going to be third shift. That's going to be interesting, especially in the neighborhood I work in, because there's a lot of people here. I don't know. It's just really a bad thing for me to even try for it. But hey, money is kind of a situation I'm gonna need to have to be able to do things. So
You got it. I was a machinist for 15 years before I moved into the office where I work. So
Oh yeah, I can't really do the office, man. I'm just not a desk jockey. I would actually snap. I would snap on so many different ways. I don't. Yeah, I got to be able to, if it's going to be kind of different going to the same place every day and actually staying there and not having windshield time and traveling and doing something that's pretty much the same but yet different, and you see different, I guess, views. That's just some of the things I'm gonna have to really take to heart and into mind. Um, what I'm doing now, I did want to go back out on the road. I did that for so long, so yeah, I couldn't do that. See,
Yeah, good luck with that, man.
yeah,
I know
thank you.
yep, I was definitely nervous when I moved from being a machinist on the floor to going in the office. But the good thing is like the job that I went into,
Hmm.
it's not really engineering and it's not really sales, but it's like an in between. So basically, what I do is I take blueprints from incoming jobs and
Right.
I evaluate them and I determine how we're going to machine it, what tooling we're going to need, what materials we're going to need, how it's going to be routed through the shop, and then how much it's going to cost. And then I take all that
Mm.
information, give it back to sales, and then they're able to quote for us to make whatever tool, die, punch, whatever it is.
Right on.
So I'm constantly thinking, and that's like I am at a desk some of the time, but I'm on the floor some of the time. I'm, talking to machinists all day long. It's I don't know. It grew on me after a while after I went into it. It's like I
Oh
really
yeah.
enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's like another one I'm still looking at and probably going into if I do wind up with that one. It's I do hold a basic expensive piece of toilet paper I acquired back in '96, which is an associate's degree in applied science of electronics engineering technology. Uh, I took welding as a vocational in high school. I still have a working knowledge of it, and I have ways to, kind of understand what I need to do depending upon either if it's gas metal arc welding, shield metal arc welding, oxy-fuel cutting, or even torch brazing slash oxy-fuel welding. Either way you want to go with it. Didn't do too much with TIG, but just a little bit of monkeying around with everything. I could dial in a welder to do what I wanted as far as as far as if I have it to basically marry a couple of some parent metal with a filler metal as far as welding is concerned. It just take me a little while to get back used to that stuff. So uh, that I've been thinking about trying to get into. I would have to learn a little bit of pneumatics as well as hydraulics, which really is about the same thing. One uses pretty much air, the other one uses fluid, but you use air on both. I think you probably use fluid on both, and it's not really hard to figure that kind of stuff out. So I'm willing to try all kinds of weird and wild things, no matter how wonderful or troublesome they are. Just like when I decided to get off in the challenge logs.
You're the mad scientist. Everybody knows it.
I'm just not a mad scientist. I'm just a visual. I'm just a visualizer. I see something, and if somebody's doing it, maybe this is a different way of doing it, and if it's not been done, maybe this right here gets an iron in the fire and inspires someone else to do it. And if they do it, maybe they find a better way of doing it. And that's just basically how I look at a lot of stuff. I, I'm honored that some of my creations have been like, and taken in high regards. I wish that a lot of them could actually make them across the picking desk of a lot of people, the newcomers as well as the veterans. It's just, yeah, I've only have only so many of these that actually made it out in circulation. So it's kind of hard to say because people talk about how difficult and hard these things can be which, hey, I'll testify. They are a pain in the butt. They're not easy. Some of these aren't, especially this one, which I'm not that great of a picker either. I got to really get the hang back into some of this stuff. I can't even pick that Master Lock 19. I've picked it a few times and I put it away. 2 weeks later, came back to it, couldn't pick it again. Come back 2 months later, tried it, couldn't pick it again. Yeah, it's just become my nemesis.
So you actually make challenge locks that you can't pick yourself. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, yeah. I try to basically, make something that's going to be a challenge as well as fun, and I come up with these ideas. And of course, I borrow ideas from other makers and stuff that I see. Sometimes I have to get a visual from another challenge like maker's work. Let me say, for instance, okay, with the overmilling, that were like the original trench traps till I decided to go with a modification or taking what Dark Arts lock picking had used for the challenge lock he had beat Bosnian Bill with. Not Smoking Sherlock, but Elementary. He had used traps, I think, going to one side. I don't know if he used it going one side or both sides. I don't even know what even happened to that challenge log. But anyway, I know that he beat Bosnian Bill, and I think that was basically the inspiration for me to try that type of a trench trap without even seeing them. But the other ones that I had seen, usually from like Discord, Challenge Lock Layer, and some of the other servers where other Challenge Lock makers were doing, um, 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 oh God, overmilling, either flat across or maybe at an angle. So it'd fall into a deeper fault set as a trench. And I was unsure on how to do it till finally Land Spikey, he had made a challenge lock for me, which I did not pick open, but did share with the community, called Beja Floor. He had some of the the overmilling trench traps on it, and that one I had gutted and just took a look at so I'd understand exactly, because it was something I was curious to lay my eyes upon, even though in my mind I already saw how to do it, but I just wanted to make sure that I was going to be doing it right when I did it, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yep, it certainly does. So you're talking about traps that go along the core to where whenever the core starts to turn, it will fall back down into that trap to where the core can't turn anymore. So it falls into like a super deep fall set, like where it's almost sideways.
Yeah. This is one I kind of messed up with. See if I can get it to kind of. And this is actually a recent mess up. So
Yep, that is
basically,
it. That's exactly what I
we'll have
have in my mind.
Yep. And this is like one of the ones when I was like trying to learn, and of course I got that too wide. So yeah, that right there would brick a lock in a heartbeat. Doing it that wide, because you basically don't want it to be you want it to be less than your chamber diameter when you do it. Uh, I did make an addendum from a more recent one of how I got better with. I didn't want to go through a whole long video start to finish, and besides, I don't do any editing. Mine's just one shot, one kill. Even though it might take a many attempts to make that one shot, one kill. And I pray that I have everything that I wanted to say in the video in there, because there's times I've made videos and like, oh man, I left that out, or yeah. So
Yep, I do
all
the
right.
same thing. One go, and that is it. If I have to start over, I start over. Like today I put up a video, and the the video ended up screwed up part of the way through. The focus went out. And I'm just like, well, here's what we're gonna do. And I'm like, I'm not reshooting it because it's already been done. What I'm gonna
Right.
do is I put up pictures of cats on the screen while I was talking. It was like, enjoy some pictures of cats.
There you go.
I don't know.
There
I
you
thought
go.
it was a funny. I thought it was a funny joke.
I'll have to see it, man. Yeah, because I really don't catch a lot of videos anymore. I really don't. I've kind of I'm sort of active, but I'm not really active like I used to be. I've kind of like drifted out, with
Yep,
my orbit,
we
which
all
it
do it.
does happen.
We're in for a while, and then we shelf it for a little bit and drop out, and then we come back and pick
Right,
it up again.
right. Uh,
Yeah, the video was actually the one I posted today about this knife here.
oh, okay, okay. I'll have to kind of look at it.
Well,
It's like,
talk about activity. I gotta leave at this point. It's almost
oh
2
yes,
a.m. at my place. So, well, wish you guys a great
you
rest of the day, and
you as
we'll see
well.
you soon.
Yep,
Yeah,
thanks for
you as
coming,
well.
Wolf. I'll see you next week, buddy. Thanks for coming, man.
All right, see
Take
you.
care.
Right.
Oh man, I know you were talking about to get off of here too. I don't want to like hold you prisoner and everything.
Whew. Okay, that was my wife actually just asking when I was going to be done. So I say we
Yeah.
just wrap her up.
Well,
Thank
sounds
you so
fine with
much for
me.
coming on and talking to us.
Yeah.
It was
Well, no problem.
fascinating, actually.
I at least wanted to cover some of the stuff that I did know and find out and have been talking about with the Master Lock 19. Uh, it's not like I'm, an expert with it or something like that, but a lot of it just pretty much it seems to be what's going on with it, but not really like proven because there's only so much information that you have from these, and Steve's LP, he had made 3 of those into cutaways for me, and we had discussed a lot as well as like some others. So it's just basically from just discussions. It's theoretical. It's not proven as of yet. Anyways, bless you, and I'll
Yep.
talk to you later.
Yep. Thanks so much. Actually, that actually makes sense because nobody wants to. Not everybody wants to tear apart their $100 lock to find out exactly what's going on inside. So,
Yeah, right.
any.
All
All
right,
right.
man.
Thank you so much. I'll
No
catch you
problem.
later.
Later. All right.
All right. So let's just wrap this thing up. Let's go back through the chat, see who's still here. Zoe the cat, thanks for coming. Jay Gabriel, definitely thanks for coming. I learned some stuff about the Master 19. Sounds very interesting. Actually, more interesting than I thought it was. But that's what we're all doing here in Locksport. We're all learning and growing and doing new things, and it's really cool. Oh, is there anybody else in the chat still? Maybe Isamu Sushi's here, but I'm not positive. Anyway, anybody who I didn't thank you so much for coming. This is my live Rock Out with Your Lockout. Just actually, I don't think I've ever said this before, so we're going to say it right now. The logo for Rock Out with Your Lockout was actually done for me by Parky, um, Parkinson's Picking. He did it for me a little while before he passed, and he pitched this live to me. He said, "You should do a live. I think you'd be really good at it. Here's this logo. What do you think?" And I said, "Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Now I'll think about it, man." And then we lost him, and I don't know. I took it kind of hard, and I felt like I had to do this live um, because like in his honor almost. But it was just something I had to do. So that's how this live got started. Anyway, this live happens every Wednesday night at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will see you here next week. Anyway, thank you so much for coming and watching. I will catch you. I'll catch all you guys later on. Bye bye.